All right, everybody. Welcome to our second annual Politicrat's Shiny New Year. Let's take the next 10 seconds to.
Shoot all
that's
the
enough of that.
acquaintance.
Let's take the next 10 seconds to remember Betty White. Rip.
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 F's in chats.
Okay, yeah. Press F, audience, to pay respect. Or in the comments. Or if you're watching this after the fact, press F in comments.
I'm pretty sure we're going to hell for this.
No, but usually, yeah, typically these streams, like the holiday streams, don't get much many live views. Usually people come and watch it after the fact, probably because people have plans. My neighbors are being extraordinarily loud right now. I told them to turn their music down because they're having a party, but they just turned it back up again, and it's kind of pissing me off. But it's New Year's, so. Either way, how's everyone doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty all right. Just been quite the year to look back on, I suppose. I mean, world definitely got quite a bit fucked. Interesting. There's a way to put it. Yes, interesting. But weirdly enough, I kind of got my own life together. So, been a very mixed year.
Okay. Fair enough. Is, what's his name? Not LSP. Kilhoon, you here or are you still on the phone? I think he's on the phone. Anyway, so I guess this is going to be a similar setup to last year. I think we're going to have probably fewer people. But overall, hold on. Yeah, but overall, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We might have some more people coming in. I know Ray said she'd join us at some point.
Can't trust Ray.
Pardon?
Can't trust Ray.
Why don't you trust Ray? I mean, I don't either, but
because she ain't here. She said she'd join us.
No, she said she'd join us in a half hour.
Oh.
Either way, what's funny is she always comes onto the streams, but she she's never in voice chat, which is kind of funny. She always says, "Oh, I'll come into voice chat," but she doesn't. Either way, let's take this first segment to just reflect on the year of 2021. I'll start by asking this simple question to the panel, or it's not really a panel. This is more of a kind of shooting the shit type thing, but to the guests for this virtual New Year's quote unquote celebration. What do you was 2021 worse or better than 2020?
Better. Well,
I'm not so sure I can directly compare them that easy, I guess.
We're a lot looser on COVID restrictions. I think it's kind of like the big thing that 2021 has going for it over 2020.
That's fair. I mean, you never know with Omicron, though. I mean, I know Omicron's not particularly deadly, but it does spread a lot faster. So,
although we did start, on a good footing when January 6th happened. So, 2020 was wild. Let's hope.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one of my somebody on here. He's a good guy. He didn't actually participate in the storming, but I was trying to get a friend on here who was actually at the Stop the Steal. And what's funny, so he said the funniest thing. I was telling Darth Kilhoon and Strange Seconds about this earlier. But basically, so he was telling me it wasn't really Trump who was egging them on to storm the Capitol. Do you know who it mostly was who was egging them on?
Who?
Rudy Giuliani. Which I actually find really funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, that dude's had roadkill taped onto his back the whole fucking time. I mean, it's obvious they planned on throwing him under the bus.
I mean, no, but seriously, he was the one who was like, "Oh, come on, we need to march." I mean, Trump was like that too. Trump did nothing to sort of discourage them, but
no, he outright said we're marching to the Capitol.
Yeah, but Rudy Giuliani was saying shit like, "Show them who's boss."
The disconcerting part was where he cited Nick Fuentes.
Wait, Rudy Giuliani cited Nick Fuentes.
Yes.
But that makes no sense because like they're
Look,
two
I mean,
completely derivative.
this is what we get when we rile up the jihadis, you know? I mean, at least the jihadis had the glorious wisdom of Allah to guide them. That's why they were able to at least halfway organize.
True. I was saying we should start a pig pen jihad.
Big
Just
pen
against
jihad.
cringe. Declare jihad against cringe.
Oh, I see.
That's a losing battle.
Why does cringe? When I fight cringe, cringe always wins.
Be
But either way,
careful that in your crusade against cringe, you do not become what you seek to destroy.
the cringe sade. Yeah. No. Either way. So, what was everyone's highlights? Would you say of 2020? I mean 2021.
Probably getting my new setup, career setup, my new job.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen admittedly, I've been really busy. I actually went back continuing my education. So I moved also, but I haven't had much time to work on much content for my channel over the past 4 months or so. As any regular viewers of mine probably tell, this is my second stream, I think, since July. So, but yeah. Now, what about you, Stream Seconds?
I mean, I've had a few highlights, kinda. I mean, I found an internship that's now kind of turned into a job offer, so I kind of got my after graduation future settled.
It's pretty good.
I got my own apartment in Boston, so and you
Same,
know, it's nice having my own place.
Except I'm not in Boston, I'm in DC, so.
Yeah, and you know, it's been like, and I've been like doing well with like keeping my mental health in check and stuff, and things have been going good on that department too. So kind of like a fair amount of personal wins for me, despite the fact the world is melting.
That's true. And burning, Colorado's burning too, which sucks.
We didn't start the fire.
My family has a place in Boulder too, so.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, no, it should be fine though. It's actually in the city proper, and so far, like the fires, as of now at least, have not gotten there yet. But it's like all the surrounding area. It's like I've seen pictures. It looks like a fucking Patton march to the sea, or rather, or not Patton. What was his name? Sherman. It looks like Sherman marched to the Rockies. But yeah. Either way, so. Is Kilhoun back yet? No, he's not. Either way, so we got a couple things in store tonight. As always, we're gonna start in about 20 minutes before 2022. We're gonna pull up the footage, or not footage, but like just sort of the Times Square footage. I know it's kind of cringe, but like it's always kind of fun to watch.
It's kind of iconic. We mean cringe. That's an American tradition.
It is, but it's like it was really bad last year.
Oh, I didn't even watch it last year. I don't think I
you were on the
stayed up.
stream. You were on the stream last year, I thought. Oh, it's Amir. How are you doing, Amir? He just turns off his camera. No, so yeah,
no one wants to be the only one on camera. I get that.
That is true. Amir's usually pretty outgoing about that, though. But anyway, so Amir, what was the highlight of your year?
I just lost my virginity. That's pretty much it.
Well, TMI, dude.
It was a big deal.
TMI, but big deal. Yeah. Congrats. I will.
Wait.
I mean, I honestly, I mean, I guess it was, but like for me, it didn't really feel like a big deal.
No, wait. No. Was it a highlight? Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Then again, I lost my virginity in the back of a Lexus.
Well, that's probably a bit more dignifying.
It was with a random girl I met on Tinder. So
well, that was me too, but like, I mean,
why would you do that?
Because it was like, just get it over with at this point.
Oh
That's
yeah, no, I've gotten
cool.
rid of all the dating apps at this point. Meeting people in person is just honestly better. But yeah, I used to be a bit of a fuckboy.
like, why would you do that? Because you're very crazy, very crazy. Why would you do that?
You don't get to call me crazy.
Yes,
You guys
I
are fucking insane.
can.
How drunk are you, Amir? Amir, how drunk are you?
I don't drink.
You're actually strange seconds. What do you do? Okay, actually, what's everyone drinking tonight?
Oh, I'm not drinking
Drinking
anything.
water.
I don't drink often.
LSP, are you drinking tonight?
Not right now.
Wait. Why your name is Strange Seconds?
It was a name I came up with for my Twitch channel first, and the whole idea is, hey, spend some seconds that are gonna be strange with me or whatever. It's kind of like a play on words of that, I think.
As long as you are not someone's sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Either way, okay. So does anyone wanna start by clowning on PragerU? Like,
yeah,
So-
sure, sounds good.
So
Okay.
who else is joining us?
Ray should be joining us here in a little bit.
So
So
Okay.
that should be fun.
so let me tell you something about Dennis Prager. Do you realize that he's part of a project that is called the Illuminati? And that he was part of that conspiracy with Epstein on his island.
Bruh, I mean, even Bobby Kotick is in fucking Epstein's black book. Like,
So you're telling me that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself?
I mean, duh.
Well, he probably did kill himself.
He killed himself.
No, he didn't. It's a conspiracy to think that he killed himself. It is a conspiracy to think that he killed himself.
He did kill himself.
Yes,
anyway,
the classic suicide
also-
by 2 gunshots in back of
We
head.
have a moment of silence for Betty White.
We already did.
We already
Oh.
did. Yeah, you missed
So
it.
can we have a moment of silence of everyone complaining on Twitter why Henry Kissinger is not dead yet?
Henry Kissinger. Yeah. Why? Henry Kissinger's. I actually like Kissinger.
No. Like people complain on Twitter why he's not dead yet.
Because he's taking souls.
Where the hell's
of
Henry?
Okay. So.
Henry's not
Hold
coming
on.
to mind.
So are you a crazy person? Or are you?
Let's see the latest PragerU video.
Why do you want to watch garbage on New Year's Eve?
Because we dunk on it. We dunk on it every New Year's.
Oh no. You don't watch garbage. What's the most inspiring movie you watched this year?
Shawshank. I don't know.
That'd actually be a toss up between one I literally watched today and the other one's technically a limited series, but I'm going to throw it in anyway. Tick, Tick, Boom is the one I saw today. That is a phenomenal film. It's about the creator of Rent, who he died before the first public performance of his show, the night before. So he never saw how successful Rent became. Basically, for those who are not who don't have any experience with musical theater, Rent kind of redefined a lot of musical theater in a lot of ways, and it made a lot of stuff possible. I know Lin-Manuel Miranda directed this film too, and I know he said he took inspiration from the guy who did Rent, and essentially it's just this really moving piece, basically. Just about it's long story short, it's basically about not giving up on things you're passionate about.
Okay, so I got a.
And the other one would be Queen's Gambit, which is an original series on Netflix, which is amazing.
So okay.
So we will so PragerU's holiday party. What the fuck is that, dude? Where's all the classic PragerU videos? I'm looking for. Hold on a second.
So let's see. Are you a fan of Christopher Nolan, the director?
I mean, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I've seen some of his films.
Okay, have you watched probably his most famous film,
Inception.
excluding the Dark Knight trilogies?
Inception.
Yes.
I've actually
Wait.
never seen Inception.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen Inception. Yeah.
Okay, Inception made its impact on me. So, think about Inception. What do you fear most in life? Is it
Dying alone.
so?
Falling asleep for a very long time.
Dying alone. So, the worst thing that you can do to a human being is to take away his friends, his family, take away what gives him purpose and direction in life, or more or less getting lost in something frivolous, something that is beyond your control.
I feel like there's worse things you can do.
And
Murder, torture, stuff like that. But okay.
so the main point being is there's a line from Inception, a very famous line saying, being an old man filled with regret and waiting to die alone. And the point of that line is it's a warning. So the message, one of the multiple messages of Inception is this idea of like it was a group effort, and this idea that we agree to this collective reality that we live in, that there's a feeling of victory to a triumph of it, and especially when you're barreling towards a goal or building towards a goal and succeeding in that goal, there's like you feel good about yourself, you feel great, and you take comfort in the fact that you form bonds, friendships with these people, and you created this beautiful work of art, and you're able to save someone's soul in the process of it. Change someone for the better.
It took way more.
I never thought of it that way, but that's actually a really inspired take. Bravo, my dude. Bravo.
Yes.
So, I mean, I agree generally,
So,
but back to PragerU.
I can agree. I'm an artist, so I definitely can agree with that.
It's just like my mind is not in a philosophical.
That's
headspace
like
right?
my latest piece I did.
Again, why do you all watch garbage?
It's called dunking. It's called
your year, your life, and what you've been through. Because essentially, what I learned, because I've been through a lot of emotional pain, and I had to deal with that because of mistakes I made, things I did because I wasn't thinking and being impulsive. And it's kind of a curse of being a man and having a dick, and you don't think rationally sometimes, especially when you're like in your 20s. But pain, one thing I really understand now, that pain is a very important factor in life.
Pain is a lesson, and it's something that gives wisdom at a faster rate than just living. Because if you have direct knowledge of the consequences of your actions, you will be wise enough not to repeat them. But to get that knowledge, you need to experience it firsthand.
Yeah. On that note, we're gonna watch garbage.
Again, I don't know.
Okay.
No, but
Okay,
I will say, to end this out, dude, good on you. It sounds like, you're like realizing you made some mistakes, you're taking accountability for it, and you're moving on. That sounds good, It sounds like you got a bright future.
Sure. But anyways, again, I'm asking Politicrat, you could watch something impressive, or you can watch or we cannot watch garbage.
The whole point is that we're watching garbage. And
That's not the whole point. The whole point is it's New Year's. We're supposed to be celebrating. We all are living.
we're celebrating by watching garbage. Okay, anyway. So I will let you guys choose which garbage we watch. We can do race relations,
Oh God, what
Foreign
strain
affairs.
of cringe are we going for here?
left and right differences, environmental science, the best of PragerU.
I say
The 10 command. There are 11 videos on the 10 commandments.
I say
Oh,
we
we
watch.
need to go down those.
Let's see.
10 Commandments gets my vote.
In foreign affairs, like their videos are probably a bit more informative.
I want to see what dumb shit they have to say about life studies. That is such a broad category. I need to see the contrived bullshit within it.
Hey, and you won't let me be dramatic for 5 minutes yet. We're gonna watch garbage.
LSP. I'm sorry, I got disconnected for a second. Which one did you say gets your vote?
Oh, 10 Commandments easily.
Okay.
Wait, is that Liberal Sanity Project?
Yes.
No, it's Liberal Schmanity Project.
Why do you have a terrible name?
Thank you.
Like you have the worst name imaginable. Like it really screams pretentious douchebag. Like
Why
a
are you
proper-
autistic? You tell me why you're autistic, I'll tell you why I have a terrible name.
Oh, wait. Are you assuming that I'm autistic? I'm perfectly normal, man. I am not neurodivergent. I'm a normal
Think
human
about
being.
somebody's name. I'd say that's pretty autistic.
No. I'm just making fun of you because you have a very pretentious name.
I mean, I've heard very more. I feel like it's no more pretentious than God, who's the most pretentious? What's the most pretentious YouTube name you could think of?
Academic agent.
Sargon of Akkad.
No, that's not that. I mean, that's
Oh, that's fucking pretentious.
It's kind of
I'm
pretentious.
going to name myself
after the
an
world's very
ancient
first emperor.
Babylonian ruler, because I'm so wise and ancient.
yeah.
Okay.
Liberal. No, who should change his name to
That
So-
screams I majored in history, but I want to know but I want to tell everyone about it.
Well, I'm pretty sure Sargon dropped out of college though.
Makes sense.
So you okay?
I can believe that.
So again, I'm asking you a very logical and fair question. So
It's
you will watch videos
the
on
fucking name I came up with. You, I don't know what answer you look. There's
Hey
no.
guys,
there's no
we're
secret
not going to
history
shit on
to
each
it.
other's name. I've
No,
muted
shit
him
on my
here
name.
for
I
a
don't
brief
give a fuck.
second.
It was the stupidest fuck name. But you're like asking for some deep story. There's nothing deep to it. It's just.
I'm not asking for a deep story. I'm just making fun of you.
Okay, so which video should we do?
I think we should watch "I'm Your Lord," that I am your Lord God, or whatever.
No, let's actually just do. Let's just do this first one for now.
Okay.
No document in world history so changed the world for the better, as did the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
Western civilization, the civilization that developed universal human rights, created women's equality, ended slavery, created parliamentary democracy, among other unique achievements.
The funny thing is, he said, the civilization that created universal human rights. I've just always found it hilarious how just the concept of universal human rights, how they're called universal human rights when they are a Western concept based in
Yeah,
sort
and
of
ones
that
that
worldview.
are maybe.
It's a very Eurocentric concept, the idea of human rights. I mean, I'm not saying that human rights are good, but like
I don't know.
there's no such thing as universal values in the way
Yeah,
that
I'll
we
say
often
though,
talk about
for
it
a
in the West.
very, very, very long time, they had a very selective view of what human was.
Oh,
That
like,
too.
wait, are you calling me?
No, I'm not, but my ancestors would have.
Wait, are you calling?
But then
me
again,
Iowa?
fuck my ancestors. You know what? They're a bunch of old farts who were fucking ignorant, so screw them.
Okay, let's keep watching Ten Commandments.
My Jamin ancestors can go fuck
Would not have
themselves.
developed without them. As you will see when each of the 10 Commandments is explained, these commandments are as relevant today as when they were given over 3,000 years ago. In fact, they're so relevant that the Ten Commandments are all that is necessary to make a good world, a world free of tyranny and cruelty. Imagine
boy,
for
do
a
I
moment a world.
Can I remark on this?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
you know
we're
what
all
really
probably gonna have
does-
different views on this. Like, I know me and Kilhoun are more religious than the rest of you guys, but like, I still do think this is pretty ridiculous.
I just want to remark on the irony of like just that document. Like immediately after like having it given to him by God, Moses goes down and has the Levites kill like 3,000 people. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
know.
I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that.
Okay, let's see if Dennis Prager get lost in the desert for 40 years like Moses.
To be fair, you lost in the desert for 40 years. You might, I might have the Levites kill a few thousand people too. Like, fuck.
Hey, sorry, my computer decided to have a brief meltdown, and then I moved my mouse and tried clicking it, and it randomly went to the X on my browser.
Oh, no, that's all good.
Okay, let's watch this garbage.
Okay.
In which there was no murder or theft. In such a world, there would be no need for armies or police or weapons. Men and women and children could walk anywhere at any
Wait, I thought I thought Dennis Prager, like, I think he'd be very pro-gun.
No.
Yeah, but clearly the 10 Commandments aren't being followed, guys, because murder and theft are legal everywhere, right? Don't you love doing your regular murder and theft every
Especially
day?
guys, especially in the liberal cities.
No. What Dennis Prager is talking about is Ancapistan, where murder is legal and everything.
Don't they have the fucking NAP or whatever?
Oh yeah.
It's vague and nobody knows quite what it means.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's not where it is. Murder isn't legal, but it's not illegal either because nothing's legal or illegal in Ancapistan.
I take the I don't know. I take the LSP stance on Ancapistan. It's a very nice idea, and I like the idea of it, but it's just never going to work.
I could explain the process, but long story short, any type of Ancapistan that ever tried to exist would literally instantly become a type of like modern day feudalism.
Yeah.
Oh wait! Are you assuming that we don't live in a feudal type system right now?
We don't really.
I mean, it would be even more so.
I mean,
because it would
according to maybe according to like Kyle Kalinske, we do, but like
Actually, maybe feudalism is not so bad. Serf. People often underestimate the freedom of the serf.
Are your parents millionaires?
No.
Then you're a serf.
How it works.
I mean, there were some peasants in medieval times who were wealthier than some knights. Like, peasant doesn't just mean poor and destitute; it just meant like commoner who was not of the nobility. Like there were some wealthy peasant landowners that actually had a lot of like influence over certain knights, and like
Yeah,
hired
but
them
they weren't not royalty for long. Usually they would be appointed barons.
Eventually, I mean, through like forced politics, if they had a lot of if they had that much influence.
If they had the influence to be able to exert any influence at all, they'd be thrown a barony. That was practically a useless title back then.
I mean, yeah, no, it's basically kind of like in like you guys. I don't know how many guys you guys have played The Witcher 3.
Being a baron's basically like, you there, collect my taxes for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was like that was the backstory of the Baron in The Witcher 3.
Actually,
He was
it's not
basically a
even
poor
that.
soldier who just accumulated a lot of influence.
Yeah, no, literally
And-
even then, it's not even just barons. I mean, it would be barons are that for dukes who are that for kings. So it's like, you there, go be the taxman for my taxman.
Yeah, the taxman has a taxman. So, but either way, okay. So, at any time of day and night without any fear of being killed or robbed, according to Dennis Prager.
time of day or night without any fear of being killed or robbed. Imagine further a world in which no one coveted what
Is
belonged.
this a John Lennon song? He just keeps saying, "Imagine a world, imagine a world."
Well, I'll let you know I do none of these things, and my earliest introduction to religion was a joke from my dad when I was 5 that God is a dyslexic dog. So
That's true.
maybe the Christians should live by their own principles.
I don't know.
Just saying.
That's demanding a lot from.
Wait, if God was a dyslexic dog, then wouldn't we be dogs? Because
I don't know.
Because I thought we were created.
In case you can't tell, I was literally in a church once in my life, and it was for the baptism of my cousin who's now an atheist. So,
what kind of church was it?
It was, I don't know, I was like 7, I think, or 9 maybe.
Was it like an
it was made of
evangelical church?
stone. They
Okay,
had like a stained glass window.
It was probably Catholic or like Episcopalian or something.
It was probably Episcopalian. There's no one in my family or Catholics. The only thing is there's like a branch of my extended family, because my dad's from Wisconsin, that run like a mega church.
Oh shit!
So there's a Whitman mega church somewhere out there.
You should go and like fuck with them. That would be funny.
I should get baptized.
Belong to their neighbor. A world in which children honor their mother and father and the family unit thrived. A world in which people obeyed the injunction not to lie. The recipe for a good world is all there in these 10 sublime commandments. But
aren't the first 5 commandments just about how great God is, though? That's the thing.
Let me read.
Basically, yeah.
Let me read it. The 10. What the Yahweh commandments are?
I mean, it's 10. It was like just like don't worship any other gods but me. Or actually, no, that's not even what it was. It was originally thou shalt have no other gods before me. They were allowed to worship other gods because, like, we need to remember that Judaism, like as we know it, like Judaism didn't even really exist until like about 500 BC. Before that, they were. I mean, they were pagans before that. They worshipped other gods. Like even the Bible shows them worshiping other gods. And
I am thou, Lord God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee evan graven. I don't know what that means.
Ray, how you doing?
Take the name of the Lord.
Not too bad.
How's your these are your New Year's plans too?
Yeah, basically, going outside is extremely dangerous because this country is run by morons. So basically, don't do that.
Hey,
hey, same here.
Here I am.
You're in Britain,
I'm only
right?
here for like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, but I thought I'd pop in anyway.
So your country. Wait, this is news.
What's Boris doing? What's Boris doing right now? How's he handling it?
Boris is probably having a secret party he's not going to tell anyone about. That's basically what's probably happening right now. And they've also
Ray's not sticking around for the nuke discussion.
Oh, is that what that's what the boss is up to now, isn't it?
So my question for Ray Murakami is: when is the government of your country is not being run by idiots?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. But
I assume you weren't. I know you're a lefty, but I assume you're not a big fan of labor either.
Oh, no, because, I mean, they've got the same problem. They're all doing basically the same thing. I mean, Labour came out with a statement where Streeting actually came out and said that, everyone should be relieved that there are no restrictions going into the New Year's Eve celebrations, which is actually an insane statement to me, given the spread of Omicron. And the amount of problems that's causing for National Health Service and so on. And so basically everyone who's wise at this moment should just not be going outside. If you're in the United Kingdom, just don't be outside. These people are whack.
So this will be the public statement of the stream. Take your vaccine
PSA,
and
don't go
get the
outside.
booster. Well, get the vaccine booster and don't go outside. Or have fun, enjoy your life. You're only have one life.
At this point, going outside to get the booster may be a risk to you. So I'm not even sure if I'd tell people to get the booster and don't go outside.
I got the booster a few days ago. I haven't got it yet. It wasn't crowded, so
I'll probably like I'm pro-vet. I'm pro-vaccine. I've gotten got both my shots a while ago, but I kind of want to wait until like April before I get the booster. Just because, I mean, and again, I'm pro-vaccine, but there's something that just doesn't sit right with me about getting like all of these injections just within like such a short time.
I'd get it soon though, because the thing is, it will put you out of commission for a couple days.
The
So
booster, I heard the booster doesn't. That's what I was
it
told.
did for me.
So
Different effects on different people.
so
It would seem.
my position on that is for me, I'm not going to get the booster because I don't trust the government on that.
The government didn't make it. It was the private.
Well, I don't trust.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase them. I don't trust what they put in the
I
booster.
mean, I don't trust the private sector that much either. I mean, I trust them more than the government, but like, I still don't. Have
I mean,
much
the
trust for them.
booster's literally the same shot. You're just getting a slightly lower dose of it to give your
Yeah.
body a reminder. That's basically what it is. It's why you get your tetanus shot multiple times. You don't just get one tetanus shot as a kid and then you're good.
Yeah.
You get 2 or 3 because you need 2 or 3 to make sure that if you ever cut yourself on a rusty nail in the future, you don't get lockjaw and they don't need to knock one of your teeth out so you can sip a protein shake through your broken tooth hole.
So let's see. Vaccine.
And I should clarify as well what I was saying earlier. I'm not saying not to get the booster, of course. I'm saying you should indeed get the booster, but don't go into an environment where everyone is breaking the rules to get there, because we've heard stories of people going to try to get the booster and there's like a bunch of people crowding around trying to also get in line, basically, and no one wearing masks, no one doing appropriate social distancing or anything. So the last thing you'd want to do is get infected by Omicron while waiting in a line to get a booster, because that would be crazy. And so that's all I'm saying. Be careful of where you go to get
See,
it.
luckily, most of our morons congregate near the southwest of the country, and I live far away from there. So luckily, I didn't have that problem.
So my take
Okay, fair
is.
play.
So too bad this is not one of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not go outside. Shame.
Yeah.
But if we lived in a world that followed them, there would be no murder, no theft.
Vaccines.
We would live in utopia.
Ray. Okay, watch this. So we're clowning on PragerU.
So
Just
wait, can you just continue the momentum
No,
of the
continue
video?
from where you were, because I was watching up to that point anyway.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah.
There is
And
a
so hold on, no,
catch.
pause 1 second. I was going to say something anyway. The first 5 commandments basically seem to be like, I'm extremely jealous, don't cheat on me at any point in time, or I kill you. That's basically where we're going right now. So I guess
Man,
the
that's-
first 6 commandments or something else.
That sounds like a white woman.
The 10 Commandments are
God,
predatory.
it's Aaron.
And people said God isn't a woman.
I like that.
The best. Yeah, man. Don't mess with white women, man. They're crazy. That's
Especially white middle-aged women. They're the worst. Also, okay, actually, no. The worst are women in their 20s. And unironically, I don't know if this might sound a bit sexist. I don't know, but like women in their 20s make the worst bosses. They're
Sexist.
No, you're basing that off of the boss girl stereotype, which
no,
yes,
I'm basing
there
that
are
off of I've
some,
never
but-
I've never had a single good boss in her 20s, like a female boss in their 20s.
I mean, how many female bosses in your 20s have you had?
About 7. Actually, there was one who was really good, but she's the exception probably that proves the rule. I'll come up with some sort of mental gymnastics to justify that sometime when I actually give a shit.
The thing is like, it's just, I just think judge people as they come. Some are shit, some aren't.
hey.
I've had some bad male bosses too, but like,
Truth is, bad bosses are people who are fucking entitled. And that's
Yeah,
what
they
makes
are.
a Karen
They
a
are.
Karen too. It's not being a white middle-aged woman. It's being
no, white
entitled.
middle-aged women actually make okay bosses. Like one of my best bosses was a white middle-aged woman. So
let's continue to watch this white elderly man poorly explaining.
No, he's Jewish, actually. Correction.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
We
Ashkenazi.
don't have
He's
the theme
Educated
here.
on the
He's Ashkenazi Jewish, which means he's white.
I have a
Of course,
color
you're playing
picker
correct.
right here. All right, I'm gonna get the
belief that they were
exact
given by
color.
an authority higher than any man, any king, or any government. That's why the sentence preceding the 10 Commandments asserts the following: God spoke all these words. You see, if the 10 Commandments, as great as they are, were given by any human authority, then any person could say, "Who is this man Moses? Who is this king or queen? Who is this government to tell me?
So is he? So he's basic. I don't know if he realizes it, but he's basically making an argument for the divine right of kings.
Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
but he doesn't
He's
realize it.
He doesn't realize he's based
So
deep down.
wait, the divine rights of kings.
Me?
The idea
How
that
I
kings
should
are
behave.
ordained by God to rule.
Okay. So why is God indispensable to the Ten Commandments?
Pause.
Because, to put it as
Pause 1 moment. So, if I understand this correctly, Prager is explaining to us here why authoritarianism is bad, except when God tells you through a commandment that you should do these particular things and force other people to follow them, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is the same Prager who will later explain to us, perhaps in some other video, that the principle of, like, for example, Führer Prinzip, or the principle of worshipping the Emperor of Japan and following his every command is completely batshit, and you should never ever do that.
Oh, well, he doesn't hide his biases, even though he says he doesn't have biases. So
Yeah, because I mean, I just find it interesting that divine
Every
rights of kings
human
somehow,
alive is biased.
except if it's like Hirohito or Hitler, then suddenly Prager is not so much into that anymore. It's very weird. But anyway, go on.
Yes, because
as directly as possible. If
Hirohito.
it isn't God who declares murder wrong, murder isn't wrong.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, this
What?
strikes many
God doesn't
people
tell you
today.
murder's
I
wrong,
mean-
murder's not wrong. Okay.
I mean,
Yes,
Ki-
because
I can
yes,
kinda see
because
it.
before the
Wasn't
Christians,
this a- wait,
murder
what-
was
wasn't
just
this a-
legal.
Wasn't this a quote from?
no, before the Jews, you mean?
Wasn't this basically a quote from? Oh, Dostoevsky. It's like, if there's no God, everything is permitted. Isn't he making that argument essentially, but like a dumber version?
Well,
Yeah,
but most
it's a dumber
Romans,
version of that
yeah,
argument because it is
Mm.
true.
I mean, the way
Most
Dostoevsky
Romans-
presented
most
it
Romans
makes
had
logical
no
sense, but
clue what the
Prager is
Ten
not making
Commandments
logical
were,
sense
right?
with how he's making it.
And if most Romans had no clue what the Ten Commandments were, then surely that means murder was legal in Rome, right? Before Christianity, because they
murder
weren't
was
Jewish,
actually,
they
like-
were heathen. They were
So-
pagans. So
If you look at their societies,
surely
I mean,
to them
yes,
that
it
meant
was
murder
Happy
was
New
condemned,
Year
but it
to
wasn't
you
okay
too,
seen
man.
necessarily
right?
as a mortal sin, as the Jews did. So it's really a perspective thing. The Romans saw it as what's the good phrasing? It went against the grain of society, but it wasn't a mortal sin per se, you could say.
So here we go.
Carry on then.
As incomprehensible, even absurd. Many of you are thinking, is this guy saying you can't be a good person if you don't believe in God?
Yes.
Let me respond as clearly as possible. I am not saying that.
Oh,
You-
But
Of
you just
course,
said
there
that.
are good people who don't.
What?
they always go halfway, but they never actually follow it to the logical conclusion because they realize, well,
And
this
they
sounds really
never
crazy.
double
I
down.
can't
They always
actually say it.
backtrack.
Yeah.
believe in God, just as there are bad people who do. And many of you are.
I'm sorry, that image.
So didn't you just disprove your fucking argument there?
Incredible.
But also, thank you, Dennis Prager. I'm glad you think I could be a good person.
Such
Also,
boomer cons.
loving how, like, Satan holding the Holy Bible is like, yeah, I believe in God because I've been fighting him for a while.
So actually,
That
actually, the
bitch
Catholic
wouldn't give
Church
me a
has some wisdom on
promotion,
this.
and I worked for him for literally an eternity.
Indeed.
And
So-
suddenly he gets all pissy when I ask for one.
So okay, the reason why that
Let's give
actually
God the
somewhat
Karen.
makes sense is because I forget which apostle said it, but one of the apostles said even Satan can quote scripture to make a point, and
Yeah.
that's why he didn't. That's why they didn't want the people to necessarily be quoting scripture all the time because they don't know what they'll be incentivizing by it.
You know, I know I was making an argument about how it's authoritarianism, but maybe the goddamn Catholics were right. Maybe we should have just kept the Bible in Latin and no one can read it. I'm sorry, the Protestant
yes,
Reformation
I
was a
agree.
goddamn mistake.
So
I
here's-
agree totally.
So here's my take on that, on the devil holding the Bible, because I don't actually view this is probably like the worst thing I'm gonna do, but I don't view the devil necessarily opposing God, but he is an adversary in the end, in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, so are you making the sort of the more Gnostic or Jewish argument that he's basically heaven's attorney general, like in the book of Job?
I can explain where that comes from.
Well, it comes from Zoroastrianism originally, doesn't it?
No, well, the translation of the
dualism
word
predates
is,
Zoroastrianism,
adversary.
but
right, like that's where it comes from. This idea that like Satan was more a title than
it was the Satan. It was originally the Satan. Yeah,
Hasatan, which was just meant the adversary.
So
so that's why the full title he used to hold was Lucifer the Satan.
So
no, Lucifer actually was not originally the devil. That was really
that's just Venus, the morning star.
Yeah. No, it was the morning star. No, it meant it alluded to multiple things. Like it alluded to Christ at multiple points. It alluded to God. Lucifer was just the name. It was for poetic license. I think it was Milton who really started popularizing it.
Yes.
I mean,
a lot of our mythos on the devil comes from
Milton
Friedman.
And then it also did you say Milton Friedman?
I'm sorry, Milton Friedman. What's his name? That's
John Milton.
John Milton. And not the Alighieri. Okay, listen, I'm playing a game. You can't expect me to like do shit like smart.
Wait.
But then it's kind of like our imagery of hell, or sort of the hell mythos comes from Dante.
So
oh yeah,
that's the devil. At the end of the day, is just this guy who just set the stage and. Kind of, in many ways, God's accuser, God's judge. That's sort of his role. Like
I said, he was originally he was the official prosecutor of yeah.
Also, something the apostles said. They said all the demons that were cast into hell, they were essentially made God's slaves, and their eternal slavery is to test humanity because they actually hate us a lot.
So no, there's
it's probably because they're not able to get salvation.
So yeah, that's why they hate us. That's one reason. Also, that we're lesser beings in the hierarchy than they were when they were angels.
Yeah.
So has anyone watched The Devil's Advocate with Al Pacino? And
so basically, they're also mad they didn't get a promotion, but their younger coworker did.
I mean, that's not what the
God's a Karen.
Yeah, exactly. God's a Karen.
That's not what the fall was for. Like there was clear hierarchies, and all the angels were created into their said caste. And it was when Christ said, "Yeah, I'm going to come down as a human," that most of the angels, well, a third of the angels rebelled. And mostly
I look at it from a storytelling and not a religious perspective, because as I've made clear, I just didn't grow up with religion. It's kind of like the idea of like being religious itself, like the zeal or the feeling or whatever like that. It's just kind of a foreign concept to me. I guess I get faith or whatever from other things, but essentially I personally find the dualist idea the more convincing one. The idea that the Old Testament God was kind of just a prick and the New Testament God is actually forgiving.
So you're like a Gnostic, basically. You would be a Gnostic.
Yeah, and it's just because like that makes more sense, literally from a storytelling perspective, or else like it's either that or like God is a Karen who should probably see a psychologist because they might want to see if because they might be exhibiting some of the symptoms of bipolar disorder.
I don't know. The God of the Old Testament was.
I am all forgiving. Wait. The world isn't exactly the way I want it. Flood it. Oh no, I feel bad. I'm gonna bring back all life. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I'm gonna forgive you. Kill your son. It's all good. No, I love
what?
So the thing about the God of the Old Testament, he will give you multiple chances to do the right thing. It's just that people don't do the right thing.
He doesn't, he'll give you the grace, but eventually it's like any man. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to give you more grace to do what's right.
The Bible has like more assholes in it than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that is true.
But if there was a biblical prophet I want to emulate, it's probably King Solomon.
He's not a prophet though.
Well,
Yeah, he wasn't, but he had 12,000 wives too. Do you really want that many women harking on you?
Amir does. Amir does. Knowing Amir.
I mean, wouldn't be so bad.
All right, let's continue. We're
I don't know. One's
We're also-
hard.
we've spent like 30 minutes. We've only got 2 minutes and 50 seconds in.
Who do?
Yeah, welcome to being.
And many of you are also thinking, I believe murder is wrong. I don't need God to tell me. Now, that response is only half true. I have no
I
doubt.
love how he talks to us like we're fucking kindergartners.
No, because here's the thing. He's kind of direct in a way. He's directing this kind of at me. Okay, no, Mr. Prager, let's see what you have to tell me. Okay, because I'm an atheist. I'd like to hear. Come on.
So keep me in the video, please.
Out that if you're an atheist and you say that you believe murder is wrong, you believe murder is wrong. But forgive me, you do need God to tell you.
Why?
We all need God to tell us. You see, even if you figured out murder is wrong on your own, without God and the 10 Commandments, how do you know it's wrong?
What?
So Ray,
I mean, this argument, the argument doesn't really make.
Let me make a joke. Ray,
sense.
would you tell me that murder? Ray, would you tell me that murder is wrong and why?
I can list several reasons. One, if you're talking from a purely utilitarian perspective, murder is wrong because you are removing a productive human being from society and thus overall reducing the overall productiveness of society. That is likely the way the Romans viewed it, which is one reason murder is wrong without Christ. Other thing, I can do the empathetic route. I know that I wouldn't like to be murdered. And since I know I wouldn't like to be murdered, I won't murder anyone else. Thereby, I don't need someone else to tell me because I know I don't want it done to me, so I won't do it to others.
But
there's another way.
You're not telling me why. You're not giving me reasons why I should kill you and take your stuff. I want to kill you, though.
I mean, it wouldn't be nice, but I guess if you're the type of person who really needs God to hold you back from looting, raping, pillaging, and murdering, then stay with God by all means.
Apparently, according to the United States government, they just need to create more prisons.
Oh God!
And
give me a sec. I'll be right back.
So, Ray, how would you tell me that murder is wrong?
People won't like you if you're doing murder. You'll probably be disruptive to society.
So peer pressure.
So, but that doesn't stop me from killing you and taking your stuff, though. Any other reasons?
Well, there's also the alternative
Nobody
argument,
likes the
which
peer
is
pressure answer?
we'll fight back, and it will be extremely expensive for you.
Hey, Politicrat. Also, Strainful is backstage. He wants me to tell you.
No, I know. I can't add him though, unfortunately.
Can't? Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he'll have to wait until I'm probably gone in like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes anyway, so you can swap out with me when the time comes.
That's the point.
Ray's gonna leave in 15 or 20 minutes. Can we have a nuke discussion now?
The nuke discussion? Well, let's finish the Prager video. We can spend the next 5 minutes on that, and then we can have the nuke discussion.
We don't need the nuke discussion because something better is happening right now.
What's better?
Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership comes into effect on January the 1st, 2022, which basically is actually now. So we can summarize that.
Ray and her Ray is strange. Is a strange species, creature of the species, because she's like a communist, but she's very pro free trade.
Think of it this way: we're recreating
there's market communists. That's not unusual.
No,
a circle of shared prosperity in the Pacific is being created. Let's put it that way.
Well, as long as we exclude China, I'm fine with
it.
China's not
you don't need to. Wait, fuck! I got triggered. You don't need to exclude China. The whole point of the TPP, which
was to contain China.
Right, by having their admission to it, meaning they'd have to agree to all of the rules in order to join in the party.
This is exactly why
you want.
They just made
this is exactly why. So I respect Tim Pool. I don't agree with necessarily everything he says.
Why do you respect Tim Pool as a?
He's about to explain.
That's a good question.
But he had the word, but he's very uneducated when it comes to trade. He was talking about the TPP. Obama got us into the TPP. That like sold us out to China. It's like, fuck you, Tim. No, that's
No,
not
that would
the
have contained them. That
would have
contained them.
contained them more than
Hillary
Trump's
Clinton
trade
may
war.
have, Hillary Clinton may have
Ironically-
had the fucking charisma of a dead fish, but she was literally in charge of foreign policy. She
Yeah,
kind of
she knew what
fucking
she was
knows what
doing.
she's doing.
But they totally ruined it. So now what they've got is they've got the CPTPP, which apparently is actually vetting and considering letting China enter where the US will not be. And they've also got Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership coming into effect today, which also has China in it. And China has like no restrictions in that particular
It should be
one
the
because
it
they
should
were
be
part
the it, no it should be the LGBT TP.
So
No, and I say the LGBTPP because the Let's Go Brandon TTP.
So my
I'm
question
sorry.
is,
I mean,
That's
literally,
such a,
that's what
it's overplayed.
Already
Like it was
wrong.
funny. It was funny at the time, but like, I mean, conservatives are still acting like it's the funniest shit ever, and it's like it was funny for like 5 minutes.
so my question is, what are we going to do with what is the Chinese question, and how would people approach
What's the final solution to the
final-
Chinese?
They just- look, my opinion on that
there's
is
nothing
just
to be done on it. The United States already decided it when they chose to exit all of these trade deals. It's done now. Basically, what it is China gets to be on the inside on all of them, and the United States is on the outside of all of them. That's basically what it is.
now
There's
the
no way to
truth
walk
is
that
the
back
only
now.
thing the U.S. can do right now is prevent them from taking
So
over
my-
the island of Taiwan.
if I was in charge,
I don't want to go to Taiwan though, and I'm in the
So-
military, so
Even
no.
Taiwan doesn't want to go to Taiwan if you do a poll.
also,
No, the
Yeah.
only thing we need to do is make sure the Pacific Fleet remains larger than their navy, and then we're
Oh,
fine.
are you going to serve
And
in
the
the
other
Pacific
thing-
Fleet there?
The
brave
other
guy?
thing we could do is we could intervene in Ukraine and Belarus, which if we
Oh,
did
we're going
that
to
would
intervene in
probably
Ukraine, big guy. Are you
no,
going to be in the
reason
army
I
out
said-
there?
No, I won't be. That what I'm saying is if they did that, that would be a potential solution because it could dissuade China from invading Taiwan because they know they have a better idea that the U.S. is going to give a response. The
No.
truth is, I don't
No, but
think
wouldn't
that's the
China just
best way
laugh,
to
though?
do it.
so
Wouldn't China just laugh though, because China actually
know.
wanted the United States to get caught up in lots of places that were not that region of the world, right?
We
If the
don't
United States
need.
wants to
We
devote
don't
its
need.
resource to a place
We
where
don't.
China's not, they won't care.
so
We would
I-
use our Atlantic fleet there, and we would use our Pacific fleet in the Pacific.
Oh my
That's the
God.
big thing with that. In terms of like
Oh my
foreign
God.
politics, it's not going to tie up the U.S. that much. The truth is I think China's waiting because it's clear Russia's going to invade Belarus and Ukraine. My guess is China is going to, because China's always
They
calculated.
don't need to
their-
invade Belarus. It's
Their
their
government,
ally.
their government is efficient and logical. That's what I can say without really. I'll go no further than that. Put it
So-
that way. And my guess is they're going to make their plans about what they do about Taiwan and see if the U.S. militarily invades Ukraine. If we
my
do,
question-
they're going to make sure they have an absolutely dominating force. If not, they might feel more comfortable to invade early.
So I have a take on the U.S. Secretary of State position. I actually think it's a really weak government position in the grand scheme of things because the way it's been set up since after Nixon and Ford and Carter is that the National Security Advisor have direct access to the president 24/7, while the Secretary of State is basically regulated to run the day-to-day politics and bureaucratic nonsense of the State Department. That's why I think Barack Obama put Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State. It was not to advance her, but kind of made her impotent. in a
No,
way.
you're right. They do technically a lot of that. But in another way, do you know how Joseph Stalin became leader of the USSR?
Well, that's a
He
story.
was it's because he was the
Yeah.
general secretary. He controlled all the letters going between all the different members of the government. So when Lenin put out that letter saying he wanted Trotsky in charge and not Stalin, who was the one responsible for delivering it? Stalin. And he
Stalin.
made sure that letter never made its delivery. The State Department doesn't look like it's powerful, but whoever is at the head of it controls communications of the state. And now that
Oh, that's
plays a big
not-
role.
That's not strict. That's not strictly true because the White House, in the past, and probably still do this under depending what type of personality the president is, can centralize all of that into it. They can cut out the state and defense department and do its own thing. Like that's what Nixon did. That's what Ford did. That's what Carter did. Like heavy centralization in the White House because the State Department at the end of the day is just a bureaucracy, and the White House can and has.
Well, a lot of it also is it's. I mean, Trump did that as well, and the reason is it's a check on executive power, and people who don't like checks on executive power, just get rid of them.
There's just
just get rid of them. Okay.
Just that there's just ways.
Do you not like measures preventing your authoritarianism? Try just getting rid of them.
There's just ways to do it. It's back channeling.
I'm sorry, Cowboy K says, have you ever seen Tim Pool without the beanie? I saw a pic and immediately knew what knows why he wears it.
So yeah, if you want to become president of the United States, you should place people in cabinet positions where they won't cause any trouble for you if you believe that you can handle all of this by yourself, and also if you believe that you can handle this and
it's physically impossible to handle it all yourself.
That's what Kennedy did, Johnson, and LBJ, Nixon, Carter, Ford. Things were different under Reagan.
So I just want to say so we're kind of going into like a very deep foreign policy discussion. I like this conversation. However, I think we should probably dedicate a stream specifically to talk about this coming up. Political Pigpen season 2 is going to be starting up within the next week. So I think we should probably save the rest of this conversation for that. But overall, there was something I wanted to just reminisce on. It's kind of like a cringe topic, but kind of a tongue-in-cheek one. Do you guys remember when YouTube used to do the YouTube rewinds?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't they still do it?
Nope.
No.
It's been abolished.
It to death.
Oh, I don't pay attention to that anymore.
No, it was after 2018. They did that really cringe one with Ninja and Will Smith.
Yeah, no, Will Smith. Oh, that's hot. It to death.
No. So what I loved was so I don't really watch PewDiePie. I don't watch PewDiePie really at all. But hold on, he actually had a really funny his parody of the YouTube Rewind, which got like way more likes and views than the basically. Like I think it would have been funny if PewDiePie ended up taking over YouTube Rewind and like basically forced YouTube out of it just on the basis of popularity. Hold on.
Wait, I think that's a bad idea because you can get copyright on that if you do that.
No. This was it. This was actually like this is actually a pretty funny video. No. This was his 2018 one. No, this was his 2018 one. I don't really watch. I don't watch PewDiePie at all. But his rewind was actually kind of funny, so I just wanted to watch that real quick. He was shitting on YouTube.
Yeah, it's rewind time. You know, if I could control rewind, I would want it to be an actual rewind.
I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
Yeah, review. Rewind time, everybody.
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, Bob.
Little Pump.
These memes have aged like cream.
I know.
So
So long ago now.
It does. No, it's just kind of.
Rewind time, everybody.
I'm trying to find where's the really.
Jesus Christ, things are easier back in the day.
Fuck, I was 20.
Oh, this
all epic Fortnite
do you remember this
games.
guy?
Ninja, he's in grave danger, and he needs your help.
Hey, what does this one say again?
Subscribe to PewDiePie for original content.
So, why am I gonna
Yeah, if I control Rewind, I would want Fortnite and Marquez Brown.
How he says Fortnite is just really cringe.
Fortnite. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hold on. The good part was, oh wait, where was it? Yeah, I just wanted to see this part.
I hate the fact that Ben Shapiro is a pop culture figure.
Attention all libtards.
Fortnite's
Now Ben
literally a
Shapiro
marketing
wants to know my
platform now. It
location.
makes
Okay,
infinite
that
money.
was epic. Next.
Like, I hate the fact that he's a pop culture fixture. Why is he a pop culture fixture?
It's actually funny. I actually like that he's a pop culture fixture.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Come on.
I'm not like a Ben Shapiro fan, but like I like him from like a meme aspect.
Okay. Also,
Well, you know, I mean,
Plus,
I find the
plus I can
concept.
respect that
I
the guy
find
can
the-
actually take a fucking joke. Yeah,
I
he
find,
seems-
I mean,
he
I
seems
find
like-
the concept kind of, you know, almost miraculous, you know? I never thought it would be shoving a rod so far up Pinocchio's ass it comes out the top of his head that would turn him into a real boy.
No, I'm just saying, like, Ben Shapiro gets really hung up on things, and it's really funny. And he can be, like, self-unaware. Like, he's not very self-aware sometimes. But, like, he seems like a nice guy. Like, I mean, I'm not going to lie. He seems like, I mean, he doesn't seem like a particularly malicious person.
He used to say shit
No,
like,
he
like to
seems
live in
like-
sewage and blow people up. Like, I don't know, man.
No, he
you know what he sounds
apologized
like?
for that and said that he was a dumb, like, he was like, yeah, I was a dumbass for saying that.
He kind of just sounds like, to me, like he's essentially someone who probably came from a fairly privileged background.
No,
and
he
likely
actually
has
did.
a-
I think he was lower middle class.
Yeah, I'm gonna doubt that, but I'm going to take a look at that. I'll look it up for you.
I mean, it's kind of like
so-
remember everyone thought like AOC came from like the slums, but it turned out she was like upper middle class and like where was it? She wasn't even in the Bronx. She was somewhere on the outskirts. I don't know.
So, okay, I like to take a moment here. I like to say that I'm the prettiest out of everyone in this video call right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He went
I
to
don't
a
know.
he went to
Ray.
a college prep school in LA. Fucking broke my ass.
I never said broke. I said he was like middle class.
No, he was probably upper class. And his whole what I was getting on though is sounds to me like someone whose whole mental complex is he heard one leftist say, yeah, well, it was probably a bit easier for you. You know, you had like the tools available to you, and you got so fucking triggered. He made it his entire career to convince people, no, I earned everything myself, and it had nothing to do with all the advantages I had as a child. It had nothing to do with the fact that I went to a Yale preparatory school that allowed me to go to Ivy League. I earned all of my success myself.
So let's see, Shapiro. I didn't know he was largely Eastern European and
He's Ashkenazi. He's an Ashkenazi
He's
Jew.
an Ashkenazi Jew.
What does that even mean?
It means he's an
Ashkenazi
Eastern
Jew are the Jews
European
from
Jew.
Europe.
What does that even mean?
A Jew from Eastern Europe. What are you confused about?
What does that mean?
Oh my god.
Damn, Voltaire.
What does that even mean? Like an ex-Nazi Jew? What does that mean? He's from southeast Germany.
They're a very distinct ethnic group. If you actually
So
break it down.
you're telling me that Jewish people is a race? You're very racist. You're a Nazi.
I mean, they are a race genetically speaking. If you actually break it down.
No. We will not have
We're not
this
getting
is
into
a
that
Christian
conversation. There's no
server.
genetic
We
basis for
will
race.
not-
Dude, this is not going to go down a good path.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we keep on going down
I will
this path,
explain
I'm
it.
trying to tell you facts.
We will have a
I'm
stream.
not going any farther
We
beyond
are
that.
never going to have a stream on the Jewish question. I'm just going to say
Why
that
would
outright.
you say this? You know that the feds are watching this. They're watching you.
Hey, I'm a Fed, you know.
No, we also have a very nice. Also, we need to keep the vulgarities down because there is a lady in the room. So there's that.
No, we don't have. There's not a lady in the room. It's just Ray.
First of all, You don't need to care. Even if the feds are watching you, they don't care. They're looking for bomb threats and like someone trying to plan a terrorist attack. They don't care about this. What you need
hello,
to care
I'm a
about
Fed,
is the
by the
fact
way.
that like all of
Dude,
this
we have a
information
Fed
is
in
being
this chat.
collected.
Yeah, you're talking to a Fed right here.
So
Yeah.
So
And
let's
you,
continue
yeah,
to
and are you directly reporting us right now or whatever?
continue-
Probably not.
Let's continue to watch this thing.
I have a security clearance, so I could.
Next
Hold on. Where was that? No, where was the
Oh, rip. Oh, rip.
Oh, this part. This part.
Now concentrate on how it makes you
Who's
feel.
that?
Detroit becomes human.
And let
Oh,
your
that's
hand
Detroit
drift
8.
across
I
the
never played that game.
It was a good game. Is that Splatoon? Wait, is that the music from Undertale or whatever?
It's Mega Bana. Mega.
Yeah, let's not watch this anymore. Oh shit, this is actually the end was kind of funny. I remember.
So, Mr. Tongue-in-cheek Politicrat, what was your favorite moment from 2021?
Favorite?
Yes.
Oh god. I don't know actually. Probably making a couple of my YouTube videos. I know that sounds really boring, but that was actually a really fun time.
So, okay.
Not dealing with my old 20-something female boss.
Oh, don't worry about it. You are going to be free real soon. You're about to, in 5 years, you're going to be 30 years old, and you're going to be in a better place.
Oh yeah, boy.
Just what silver you get.
Don't worry. Just go to school, make good decisions, and have the right people in your life. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
By the way, if you do have a security clearance, if the Army ever needs a graphic designer or a web designer, tell them to hit me up. I'll take a government contract. I'll take any contract.
What kind of contract?
Not my department. I drive heavy equipment, so yeah.
I'll slap some logos on the side of your vehicle, please.
Man, military has always been littered with economic opportunities. That's why I respect the institution.
Shit, watch this. Okay, this is actually kind of funny.
Some floss music on. We're getting ready.
It's so wet.
It's so wet. It's so awesome. Should we count down? Are we gonna get some tunes on?
Absolutely ready?
And 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Hold up. Come on, baby. You guys know it. Come on, man. I want to see the crowd. Get it going. You got it. You've been working. I'm like hitting my wife for you. You want to come up? Everyone, floss, let's get it. Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me what. Just move. If you guys know it, just move. It's all I want to see.
They're not doing
I'm
anything.
not seeing enough movement. Oh my god. It's not that big.
This is cringe.
God damn, that dude has confidence, though. That much I can say. Ninja, like that, let me say, as a performer, would be a fucking nightmare. Especially because it probably wasn't his idea. It was probably some jackass in a marketing department.
Yeah, it's like so normie.
No, that's the thing, is you could see the brief moment of panic go through his face because, like, he's clearly trained himself how to act very fucking well on screen because it was extremely brief, but you could see it like just before he made the comment, essentially, where he was just like, oh my fucking god, no one else is doing it. Oh god, this is gonna look so fucking cringy. Oh fuck.
Would you say that Space Jam 2 is probably the like worst movie of the year?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, what do you think of Godzilla versus?
I haven't even seen the first one, so.
First one was like for its time.
You know.
So
I just refuse to watch it. Like I refuse to watch a lot of things this year.
I don't know, man, but we have to just take a. Jeez, man, COVID-19 really.
I very rarely go to the movie theater. It's just never something I've done.
It's not a thing where I'm at. We don't have lockdowns at all. Nothing.
Okay, it's about that time. I'll swap out for the one who has been waiting, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
All right.
Bye, Ray.
Too many people are demanding that I have to hop from place to place, so annoying, I know.
Oh,
See
check
you
your
all later.
DMs.
Will do.
All right.
It tells me we're not going to talk nukes with Ray anymore.
So, anyway. Man, I wish we could be a bit more philosophical on this stream, man.
That's not the point of the.
We were getting pretty philosophical.
No, wait, you're
when
here.
We were looking at the Dennis Prager shit.
Ver, how do you pronounce the last part of your name? Because
Rusticum.
I have a pronunciation.
No, it's rusticum.
Rusticum. All right, rusticum. All right. It's guy. I instinctually thought it was rusticum. I'm sorry, but like
a lot of people think that way.
It's
I don't blame you.
His nickname on my server is Cum Dumpster.
So my question.
I don't want to be
I'm
rude.
not
I
that
just
silly.
like being funny.
So, Mr. Rusticum, why do you have a bad name as liberal?
Hey, you know what the thing is? I take it just as a compliment because he's asked that to 3 people, and then mine was the only one that he didn't say. Why do you have a bad username?
Wait,
it was
he
just,
ask- did
why
he
are
say-
you strange seconds?
Did he say that to Kilhoun? Did he say he had a bad name?
Yeah, I was on the phone. I unfortunately got a call from like my uncle, and I had to take it.
Is your uncle a boomercon? He seemed like.
No, it depends on which uncle because I have a lot coming from a Catholic family, so it was actually the millennial uncle.
So wait, do you have like boomercon uncles and shitlib uncles?
No, I don't have shit libs. They're all like boomer cons in terms of politics, but only one of them's a boomer, actually born in that generation, and the other ones are like Gen X or millennial.
Okay, Politicrat, let me ask you this. What are some major differences between boomer cons and zoomer cons?
Zoomer cons are like Nick Fuentes.
They're all cringe at the end of the day.
They're just really cringe groipers.
Oh man.
Apparently, American Madhouse doesn't like you, Strange Seconds.
So,
why is that?
So my question
he
for
just
you-
says in the stream chat that you're an obnoxious CUT. I imagine he was trying to say cunt, but that's not allowed because I for some reason they actually ban using cuss words in stream chats now. So like if I type in the word FUCK in the stream chat, it's going to be censored. It's not going to come up in the actual live feed.
So my question for you:
By saying the C word, by saying the C word, you just got like the stream demonetized.
I'm a forgiving person.
Oh, just edit it out. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't give a shit.
So the question.
Sorry, Henry.
In case you're wondering, yes, I can be obnoxious to some
Yes,
people.
Henry's
Others find me
just straight up
interesting.
saying, yes, I intended to call him a cunt. Yeah, Henry's just like, yes, I think he sounds like a cunt. That's what I was trying to say.
So, guys, can we talk? Do you guys want to talk about Space Jam 2?
It was.
I actually never saw the first one.
So what do you think about? I don't think Space Jam 2 was the worst movie of the year.
What
was?
Doesn't feel like it's Space Jam 2.
I never saw Space Jam 2. I wouldn't know.
I never saw
What do you
it
mean
either.
it doesn't feel like Space Jam 2? It has.
You're killing me.
all
Make
the
him answer the
characters.
question. What was the worst movie of the year then? If it wasn't Space Jam 2, what was it? How can you guys just carry on the conversation? What was the worst movie of the year?
I would say.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. No, I'm kidding.
I would say maybe the Eternals from Marvel.
I never saw it.
Never saw it. I didn't see that many movies that came out this year.
I thought the trailer looked kind of cool though because it had Ishtar's Gate.
We had to make the exception for Space Jam 2 because we all knew it was just a product placement film. It was about selling toys, all these things, and it was just a once in a lifetime thing that won't happen ever again.
The weirdest
I mean,
part I
that's
found
every
was
Marvel movie as well.
the weirdest part I found was that okay, so like I know Pepe Le Pew's a creep, but
You have not seen that Dave Chappelle joke, right?
no. But Pepe Le Pew's he's a creep. But I find it crazy that like they get rid of him, yet at the same time there's a cameo from the Street Gang from A Clockwork Orange. It's like, what the fuck is that?
I love that.
It's like they fucking go around like literally raping and murdering people. Pepe Le Pew gets kicked out.
What? I mean, I don't know. We live in the environment of Me Too, so you know.
Yeah, no, but the Street Gang from A Clockwork Orange is like totally like they should get Me Too.
You should take it as a sign that Warner Brothers didn't really actually care.
Okay, why does it sound like someone's masturbating? Like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Why did it suddenly stop the second someone mentioned masturbating? I went hands up and cameras on.
Wait, okay. Do you hear something now?
Yes, that was
yes.
it.
That's me walking.
What are you doing, man?
That's me walking.
Dude, it sounds like you're fucking masturbating. You fucking degenerate. You're masturbating in the New Year's stream. Come on, you want to get demonetized.
It sounds like
I'm not.
And
I'm not.
It's disturbingly slow and steady pace.
Hey, wait, was that a joke about because I'm walking, starting off New Year's on the right foot?
Can you stop? Can you? Never mind. It's not funny. It's not funny at all.
Yeah, no.
I need to see Spider-Man. No Way Home.
I'm seeing it again tomorrow.
I gotta see that.
It's great. Saw the Kingman though. That's also great.
Cowboy K, if you're recommending movies, I actually just saw this one today, but I'd highly recommend Tick Tick Boom.
I know you mentioned this like 3 times already.
Yeah, we're talking about movies again, and it was a really good movie.
I honestly haven't seen any movies this year, apart from one. I can't remember what it was though. There was one I saw in late 2020, I think, or was it early 2021? I don't remember. About a woman who tries to like live off the grid to get away from trauma. That I thought was a decent movie, but I don't know if that counts as a 2021 movie. What was that movie? Damn it!
Wait, which movie?
A movie about a woman who experiences a traumatic event, like I believe it was a car crash, and she lives off the grid in the mountains, and she struggles to survive because she doesn't have any experience living in the wild, and she didn't obviously didn't get any training, but it was a good movie for what it was. I liked it.
What's the movie?
I don't remember the name of it, but I remember watching it.
There were not very many good movies this year.
I haven't seen any. That's the thing I'm realizing. I haven't seen any movies.
Man, I seen The King's Man. I'd seen.
Wait,
the
Kingsman's not out yet, though. I thought
I've been watching series. Like, admittedly, the 2 I've seen recently. I mean, Arcane was really good in my opinion.
Yes.
I really like the animation on that. It's just
this year.
From an animation perspective, it was jaw dropping. The fact that someone is always moving or something is always moving on camera, that must have been so absurdly expensive to animate and produce. They clearly put a lot of effort into that.
Is that the League of Legends show?
Yeah. And ironically, it got me to start playing.
Okay, guys, can you guys hear me?
But,
my internet connection
that
really
good.
Guys, shut up! Shut up! One at a time.
My internet connection's kind of funky. So can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So I found the name of the movie. It's called Land, and it is a 2021
Yeah, no,
movie.
I remember that. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I watched it.
Oh, have any of you guys seen Queen's Gambit? That's another series. That's the other series I watched. That is really good.
We should stream Santa Inc. Because it looks so bad.
The only movie I watched this year was Dune when it came out.
I haven't seen
went
it.
on.
And please do not spoil it for me because I want to I want to finish the novel before I watch the movie.
I won't spoil it, but I'm gonna say that it was a really good film, and I used a date as an excuse to actually go see the film.
Oh yeah. We just watched it last night, also.
Yeah. Well, rewatched it for me, but yeah, I made up an excuse to go on a date to go see Dune. The girl I went with did not know what was going on the whole entire time, but she.
Oh my god!
I mean, honestly, that
she
movie
actually liked it. Though.
It was a good movie, but it was catered. It was definitely clearly catered for people or to people who've already read the book.
From what I've heard about the movie, because I've seen it from people, I've seen it from reviewers like who have clearly read the books and those who clearly haven't. And from what I can see, if you have not read the books, you will not understand the film as well.
That was my father and my brother. They saw it. Surprisingly,
exactly.
Surprisingly, my dad has never read Dune before, which is surprising, knowing my dad. But so he said it was a good movie.
Oh, my dad gave me his copy that he read as a kid.
He was like good cinematography and stuff, but it was like really slow, and I couldn't really understand what was going on. And so I bought him the book for Christmas. So. But either way. But yeah, no, but
Cowboy. That's exactly why I wanted to read the book first.
It's very different.
Yeah, that's why I rolled my eyes, Cowboy. You're right. I remember those. Yeah, oh my god, those are special.
Analyzing the ending. Yeah, there's nothing to analyze.
What does it mean?
It means I'm going to go into the desert and start jihad.
I love the music. The music I've heard from it though, is good. Incredible.
No, I love how it's
design, then bravo to them.
There was never there are 3 soundtracks to it that Hans Zimmer did. He did it all remotely too, which is really good. But also, what's funny is the theme sounds a lot like Pirates of the Caribbean in a lot of ways, but like Arabic Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You uncultured swine. It's Caribbean, not Caribbean.
No, it's Caribbean. Shut up.
So the thing is, Hans Zimmer did the score on that. Did the score for the franchise.
Yeah, no, I was saying, but for Dune, the difference, it's the difference between the new one and the 1984 one. At least the 1984 one gives you context. There's a 10-minute introduction slideshow.
Yeah, that won't fly in modern filmmaking.
No. I also heard the new
not with a budget that big.
I also heard the new Resident Evil movie was pretty bad. It was a TV movie, it seemed like.
That's what most of them have been.
Dude,
I mean, the first one was all right. So, I liked the first one when I saw it.
You guys were talking earlier. Well, not talking earlier. You guys were looking at PewDiePie's the YouTuber Wine, but it's actually good 2018. Someone mentioned how 2018 was a great year for memes, but I think 2016 was also a good year for memes. Minus all the ear rapes. Minus all the ear rapes. Ear rapes were abundant back then for some reason.
I will say though, those memes have aged badly. They instinctually activate my cringe mechanisms.
I don't know. I will say though, and this is good, adds some perspective. 2016 was 6 years ago.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep,
Damn.
6 years ago. That was 6 years ago.
How?
22 minus 16 is 6. It's been 6 years since 2016, since Harambe and Donald Trump winning the election.
No, I know. I graduated high school 5 years ago. I took a year off college, so I'm about to graduate this semester, and it's weird looking back.
This is my favorite meme out of 2016. Hold on.
We're getting old.
I don't know.
How many years y'all got till 30?
This was my favorite.
I turn 38 years from now.
This was my favorite. My favorite meme for 2016.
You know, I remember seeing in like a YouTube comment, it was like a script, and the grandfather was like, "Here, son, here are some of the online games I used to play when I was your age," and the kid was like, "Oh, what about Flash games?" And then the grandpa it just says his response is sobbing.
Okay.
Cowboy K, I tried. I had someone like try and pull those up for nostalgia. I can't anymore. The Minecraft parody videos, I just can't.
Shit. Okay, I saw the crazy.
You know what? I honestly missed the 2006 to 2010 years on YouTube. Like that was the golden age, in my opinion.
Oh shit!
Bro, that was before I was allowed on YouTube. My parents thought YouTube was filled with porn, so I wasn't allowed.
I mean, they're not wrong.
But when they found out it wasn't, because no, they eventually found out as I got older because they started watching music videos on it.
Okay, but for those of you who did experience those golden years, do you remember how every single video that got taken down because Warner Music Group flagged them was replaced with Soundscape 009? I think it was the name of that group.
No, I don't. I remember the first stuff I really started watching on YouTube were Lego videos and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic videos.
Oh God, I remember. You know what? There's this one video series I watched the fuck out of like back in like 2008, called Army Men versus Legos. And it was basically a war between Army Men and Legos. It was really well animated. Unfortunately, it seems those videos have been lost to history. Although maybe someone can help me find them because those were.
I remember some of those.
Sound
those
vaguely
were like
familiar.
Because when I was, I was able
it's
to
what
get
inspired
on
Calhoun to
when
join
I
the
was
army.
younger. Because I
he
remember
couldn't-
I did.
Those were the videos that inspired Calhoun to join the army because he figured out he couldn't be a Lego.
Oh no, I was able to get
I don't know. Those World War II documentaries kind of convinced me to join the military.
I love World War II documentaries. I grew up with this. That
Yep.
was like
amazing.
Amazing. Oh shit.
My grandfather, who's a veteran, convinced me to never join.
Yeah, I mean, my grandfather was a veteran too.
He has pride in his service, don't get me wrong, and he has great respect for the armed forces. He's actually, I mean, we have different political views. He's more conservative than I am, I'd say. I greatly respect him, of course. He's my grandfather, and you know, he served in Vietnam and did his part. And basically, like, the thing is, though, he was just like, if you don't need to, it's not worth it. I mean, like, he lost his...
Okay, guys, if you want a real...
He had his kneecap blown off by a landmine because he was, like, a paratrooper captain. And, or not captain, like, a higher rank.
An officer.
Captain, the officer. There we are, yeah. He graduated ROTC. That was part of it.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
ROTC.
Can we watch one more video?
And he basically he went into Nam, and at some point he ended up parachuting into a field of landmines, and his knee hit one, and it blew off his kneecap. So that's why his knee's made of titanium now. He got 2 Purple Hearts.
That's why kids never go airborne.
Join the engineers.
Yes, join Essayons, join the engineers.
Honestly, if I were to join anyone, I'd join the
Politicrat.
engineers.
I posted something in the private chat. Holy shit. There was something in the private chat. If you really want to get nostalgic, this is from 2006, I think. It's called
Does
Stand
the
and
Army have
Dress.
a propaganda/media division? I'm trained in advertising and I work in PR.
You want to know how elitist all those jobs are in the Army?
Oh, I know how I sound to Army people, probably.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, those people that get into those positions hold on to those positions, and those positions only open up like once every 2-3 years. So.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
How long does it usually take to become like a commander?
So it depends. If you're prior enlisted, if you go to OCS as a prior enlisted soldier, you could typically get there in 3 years. If you're not prior enlisted and you just came out of ROTC and you don't know anything because you're a dumb butter bar, it could take you 6 years.
Sure.
I have such contempt for college students that just become officers right away because they don't know anything and they're awful officers.
I thought you could also become an officer out of high school.
mean, to
if
be
you-
fair,
if you're in, if
I
you're
don't
in the
know the-
ROTC for like 4 years, right?
I don't know.
Well,
the
that's
full
straight out
extent.
college.
I don't know the full extent, but my grandfather does have a wall full of war medals, so he seems to have at least been fairly decent.
Hey, back then they were also higher quality. Today, ROTC is very cringe.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was like he did it before it was really popular to do it. He said, because he didn't even mention it as really being ROTC. He said it was like a military program or something like that. So I'm not even 100% sure it's ROTC.
No, it was still called
He might have-
ROTC if it was at a regular university.
it was probably ROTC. He never personally said it was. I just guessed. I'll be honest.
Let's take a
Well,
look at the New
American
Year's
Madhouse,
chat.
you didn't land on
Guys,
a landmine.
Instead
so.
of watching this cringe fest, we should watch like fireworks. Like,
No, we're watching this.
isn't there supposed to be a big?
Hey,
fireworks
okay,
show
that's
in
what
New
I'm
York
gonna
City?
say. Hold on. Should I type something cringe?
Nah.
Say Trump 24. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh my god.
Stop! Let me. I'll just spam "Let's go, Brandon" and see if I get banned.
You can feel the energy of New Year's Eve in Times Square. People from
I mean, you know the thing is like
You've been getting too many messages.
I'll admit, I'd never join the military because it's just personally like I know it's not for me. It's one of those things I would avoid.
Okay, whoa. Why are they wearing masks outside?
15 more minutes. Jesus.
Oh, because they're really close to each other. And
No, but they
packed in.
can't spread outside even if you're that close.
Whatever.
Omicron is very contagious. It's probably better just to keep it safe.
It's the flu. It's the flu, people.
Omicron, yeah, regular COVID, no, but Omicron is, yeah.
Not even yet. Omicron is still deadlier than any common cold or flu. The truth is that the reason governments are so scared of it right now is they don't want it to become a permanent thing.
But it is.
They also have a bunch of 60-year-olds.
Don't get me wrong. It probably is too late.
COVID is not even a pandemic anymore.
I'm
It's
sorry.
endemic.
They held a climate change conference this year. You
Here's
remember
the
that?
thing. COVID is going to be with us for the rest of our lives. It's just going to be. It's going to be like the flu and the seasonal cold.
COVID
it's
is
going to be with us
endemic.
for the rest of our days. We're never going to completely get rid of it.
COVID is not a pandemic anymore. It's endemic.
Hopefully,
According to the CDC.
Hopefully,
Take your damn mask off. You're going to propose to a woman, you fucking retard.
Oh no! Did he just propose to her with his mask on?
Yes.
And kissing
fucking
her with the
retard.
mask on too. That's pretty cringe.
Well, people are cringe.
You know what the honest truth is, though? Do you really think that's their choice? You
Yes.
think
in all
every
honesty.
single member of the audience was super willing to always have the mask on? Sure, most of them probably were.
Look
but
at
not all
Samuel
of them.
Reese.
I guarantee
Yo, look
you.
at Derek. Look at Derek Samuel Reese.
Were you warning her what was about to happen? I'm just scared her. Oh,
You're probably not allowed onto the street if you're not wearing one. Oh God!
Sorry, but I outrank
that
most of those
close.
police officers, so if I went there, yeah, no, I outrank you, bitch. Get out of my way.
Holy moly! Did you have any idea?
Somebody's named Roblox Girl.
Type
Be
in
careful,
Trump
though, the
2024.
Be
No,
careful.
no.
The state of New York loves to be particular about what state powers and what federal powers are.
Well, that girl's kind of cute, actually.
I'm glad I'm not anywhere near those totalitarian hellholes.
Yeah, New York City. New York City's a
And-
shithole.
Hey, that's my fucking city.
I don't care. It's still a totalitarian
Hey,
hellhole.
I mean, your first mistake was living in New York
Why
City.
is everyone wearing a Planet Fitness
No,
hat?
I never lived there. I live close to there, though. So it's
Okay,
like
well,
this.
if you live in California,
visited
New
there
York,
all
you
the
need to get the
time.
fuck out of there.
My name is Anthony from Dominican Republic.
I mean, my parents live there, and it's a fine area. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretentious, and I'm not a big fan of that. I'm planning on, like... The truth is, there's just parts of the city that are good, and there's parts that are not. The part that they are in is the trashiest and shittiest part of the city. Any true fucking New Yorker will tell you, you fucking avoid Times Square, you fucking moron!
Henry says, I have contempt for
Oh, that's my first time over here. I'm excited, you know. And
Wait,
I love
what
to
is this guy on
be
about?
in New York City, by the way.
New York!
I was
I was
E4
walking
Mafia.
the edge.
Yeah, E4 Mafia.
It's a hell of a town, you're right.
You were airborne, your knees are fine. Well, I mean, that's good. Oh, and you have contempt for Pogues. Yeah, I have contempt for Pogues, too.
So I want to hear it for.
Oh, yeah, no, it's,
That's
New
the
York
military
is-
jargon right there.
New York is nice, but the thing is about New York is New York is just like New York is like it's basically just like the American way of capitalism accelerated. If you're not a millionaire, you can't afford a house. It's just the way it works in New York. Unless you want to live far outside Manhattan.
We had such a great time
I'm
here
glad
in
I
Times
destroyed
Square.
in my
Thank you so
book.
much to everyone who tuned into
Ashes.
the podcast. I had a blast. What about you,
It
Mike?
was a big night. It was a big night. Morale was high. Energy was high. Couldn't ask
It's
for
a
anything
cool
more.
place. Plus,
of the night.
it's a
Oh, I
matter
had a
of
lot.
strategic
I
importance because the
randomly
UN
met
is
Leslie
located
Jordan
there.
in the crowd.
So,
Oh,
And,
I have utter
there's
contempt
engagement.
for
We always have
international
engagement.
organizations, so UN can go to hell.
I didn't do it. But what about you?
I got to talk to Katie Tunstall, and her energy was just so infectious. She is amazing. She got to perform here.
Great performances.
Yeah, and it really just.
well, as long
gets
as
us
the
excited
U.S.
for
backs
this new
the
year.
UN,
What's your wish for 2022?
I wouldn't wait.
You know what? I want to
they're
take on
going
the
to
list
fight
of other
against it
people's
going to
threats.
hell.
And I have a
Oh, I
tendency
know,
to that, and I
because
don't want to spend as much time with
a lot
my
of
family.
international finance
What about you?
controlling our
I want to
government.
spend more time with my family and my sister.
I don't know how to
Oh,
watch
yeah,
the ABC.
of course.
Well, I'm excited for the
We
new
built
year,
a system
so-
that benefits
One more
wealthy
time,
investors. Of course they took power.
NGOs,
Why are they
bankers,
wearing Planet Fitness?
Wall Street
And
financiers.
the problem is they built themselves into a system. You can't really undo it easily. Because you get rid of all of that money in Wall Street, and you're going to get hyperinflation. How much money
Just
did we
depends
print
on the
this?
type
How
of
much money
economy.
How much money did we print this year?
I don't know.
And
we
got
should ask the
some
NGOs that
inflation
run the
this year.
government.
It was probably around, $1 trillion or $2 trillion, maybe. Let's even say at most it's $2 trillion. If the New York Stock Exchange, you were just to put that money back into the market, somehow just like everyone sold their stake and got out, the stock market is worth $6.2 trillion. We would experience the most massive hyperinflation that ever existed. The US dollar would instantly become worthless. And that is a sad fact.
So
we willingly built a prison and we handed the key to wealthy investors and we walked in and we're like, we're going to trust you.
I mean, this nation was founded by bourgeoisie. It's going to be destroyed by bourgeoisie.
No, it was a revolution of the middle. The American Revolution was a revolution of the middle class. That's
I personally think there's only one way it could really be done, and in my personal opinion, my dream economic system is essentially a slow, basically the slow and steady nationalization of major industries, as in once an industry becomes massive and they get near monopoly or oligopoly power in a certain industry, the government basically takes over managerial control. They basically own the company. They buy it out from the investors. The
So
investors
Italian
get a fat.
fascism.
The investors
You
get
are
a fat sum
advocating
of
for
cash,
Italian
and
fascism.
Yeah, you're
the
advocating for
investors
Italian
get
fascism there.
yeah, but
Corporatism
they
right
get to
there.
no, but they get to reinvest it.
Hey,
So
into
what?
other
That
brands.
is
strange
Italian
seconds.
fascism.
Strange seconds. You're basically what I would call a woke fascist.
It literally is. Oh my god.
So
I
wait,
was listening to this whole thing, wondering if somebody was going to say something, because this was just the dumbest shit I'd heard. But okay.
What is?
You don't let them stay in charge.
What?
I
What?
don't know.
You buy them
I'm
out,
just-
but you don't let them stay in charge. You don't let those business people stay in charge. You exit them out. The board of directors is replaced by like a government-appointed one.
Okay,
That's
what I love
different.
about these random streams right here that we have, like the Hallow stream.
I'm not
the New
claiming
Year's
the
stream.
government enforces pressure on private business. I'm claiming when private business
I just
gets
think the
too
means of
big, the
production
government
should
just
be
takes
widely
them.
distributed. That's all I
Yeah.
believe. I think they should be widely distributed
Distributism. Yes.
to permit people
So
greater
I
autonomy
also
in the
believe in
economy. But I think
insanely
some
high
industries should be
taxes, though,
nationalized.
so okay.
Some industries
So
should
you're
definitely be
telling me-
nationalized.
So you're telling me that you want the government to be interfering with the private sphere, influence that people have. What are you? Are you telling me that you're a liberal?
What do you buy money in? What
Just
what do you
libtard.
buy- what do you
Checkmate,
buy things
libtard.
with? Tell me, what do you buy things with? What is the currency you buy things with?
We're not gonna have a serious discussion about complex economic systems and what the government and what's the
Sure, we
government
are.
doing.
Strange Seconds clearly wants to. He wants to defend
he's trying to insert his sloppy seconds of a
No, he really wants to.
No,
he really
I'm
wants
saying
to
Did you just
once
call him
corporations-
sloppy? Did he just call him sloppy seconds?
No, I'm saying once corporations get large enough, they become nationalized industries.
That's
But when that
exactly
means larger,
Italian
I
fascism
don't
right
think
there.
there's a lot of
Strange Seconds. What you
corporations
should
that get there.
Okay, so with some industries, yes, they should be like state run. But I think we should just simply convert bigger businesses into co-ops. Let the workers own them.
Oh no, I could agree with that. As well.
I don't necessarily.
The truth
disagree.
is, though, the government would need to come in and do that because
Oh yeah,
private
and you
investors
would
will
probably need
never
eminent
do that.
domain. You'd probably need like eminent domain to do something like that. Yeah.
No,
Like,
that's
wait,
what I'm
wait,
saying.
listen,
I'm not
listen.
saying how they would be run. I'm just saying the government needs to take them out of those hands.
I agree, but the fact is, though, is like honestly, when leftists
That way,
say
the profits from those
when leftists
corporations
say we
could
should
be used
we
for the
should.
public good, and we could
Is
potentially
my microphone
lower
really
taxes.
low?
No,
Okay.
I hear you.
Oh,
pretty well.
sorry.
It's fine, but I do think when leftists talk about like nationalizing, they shouldn't use the word nationalize. They should just say we want to use eminent domain against these companies.
That's even worse.
Because that's the only way you can nationalize anything in the United States is you have to go through eminent domain. You essentially have to buy out the private assets of capitalist enterprises.
Or you could just
just
expropriate everything like Castro.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
but
eminent domain is probably the most effective means of
As
nationalization.
I previously described, doing that all at once would cause the economy to instantly collapse. I'm not looking to live in a fucking third world pariah state, okay?
Wait. Are you telling me that brown people can't be rich? What's wrong with you?
Racist.
No, I'm just saying that literally collapsing the stock market
Like
would
a
be the
fucking
bad
concert
thing.
over discussing corporatism.
I don't know, but
I wouldn't call it corporatism. I would say whatever.
You wouldn't call it that, but that's what you're describing.
You're a philan. You should look into.
I'm not
philanthropy.
saying any of those corporations get to be run by those people. Those people don't get to be a part of the government. Those people
I love how
basically
this is
get a
like-
check and they get to leave.
So wait, is this like does Planet Fitness have like their discount? Is this like their discount New Year's Eve special? I couldn't get the ABC Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year special, so I had to do the Planet Fitness one. Wait, do you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear
Okay,
you.
okay. Just wanted to make sure. 3 minutes 26 seconds.
I still have 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 3 minutes.
Oh, true. I mean, East Coast is the New Year's that matters.
I have contempt for them.
Look at their giant balloon dildos.
So my
And that-
God. So you're telling me that Planet Fitness is not a gym?
Apparently not.
So let's see. Who do you love them? Who do you love? And if you do love them the most, tell them that you love them. You know?
Oh, 5 minutes remaining. My computer's going to run out of batteries in the new year.
So we have to,
Yeah.
we have to
Plug
end the
it
stream
in.
right now.
That's what I'm doing. No, we're not ending the stream right now.
Okay.
We'll go for at least another hour.
Yeah, we should continue discussing Strange Seconds' economics. I like what he said so far.
And now.
And also tell me exactly how it's Italian fascism.
You are Italian, aren't you not?
No, I'm not.
I thought you were like fucking Irish or Scottish or German.
There's literally, I'm actually 0% Italian. I'm like almost every other European. I'm like a European bastard, basically. It's kind of boring, honestly.
Dude,
But
this lady's getting really excited.
And everyone's still
the
wearing
things
masks.
I'm the most is I'm a quarter German. I'm roughly like a quarter German, a third French, and the rest of it is like English, Scottish, and Irish. And part of that third of French might also be Irish. I'm not
I
entirely
am literally
sure.
half German, half British.
Okay, guys, about to 1 minute. We got 1 minute.
I'll be right back, actually.
Okay.
Also, it's not Italian fascism what I described. I literally just made me read like 3 articles on Italian fascism.
I don't know. But for the minute is out, I like to declare that I am a god.
Dude, my computer already says midnight. What's going on?
Nothing.
Could be a stream delay. Mine says midnight too. Happy New Year's, folks.
It could be just a delay.
Probably what it is.
Yeah,
I guess, I mean, we're watching the ball dropping anyway, so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't understand why everyone's wearing a Planet Fitness hat, though. $17, $16, $15, $14, $13.
Oh, I failed to disclose one thing. I'm 0.01% Mongolian.
Now I wish I have a girl to kiss.
Yeah, you burnt that bridge.
I mean, there's about several other million women that live in this state, and I'm pretty sure I have the confidence and skills just to search for one. And
Hey, believe me, I wish I was in the same position. I'm working on the confidence part. I think
Happy
I've
New
got
Year's,
that down for
everybody.
the most part.
It's 2022.
Here's to another.
Jesus
Here's,
Christ.
here's to another shitty year. Is anyone drinking anything right now, or is this just me?
Although I might be able to have a date. I might have a date after break, and if that happens, like if that goes well, who knows? Maybe I won't be single this Valentine's Day.
Oh, Cowboy K. Why they all take off their masks? The COVID-19 is going to spread. Anyway, what's everyone's? Does anyone have any New Year's resolutions?
I'm just going to try to invest.
Sorry,
in
my
education.
internet just decided to take a crap right as the ball was dropping.
I'm
And
not
just-
starting my New Year's resolution until I wake up tomorrow.
This
Is anyone drinking anything right now, or is it just me?
Not drinking, no.
I was drinking a Seltzer here.
Am I the only one who likes IPAs here?
Happy New Year.
Dude,
Man,
I'm,
wish someone kiss on us.
I'm allergic to hops.
Hey, LSP, what's your opinion on IPAs?
IPAs?
India Pale Ale.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's a type of beer.
Oh, I don't like beer.
You don't like beer? Oh, fair enough.
It's a very hoppy beer. It's
Peace.
You're the neighbors.
I know the history behind it, but I kind of don't want to say it because it's a long story on how IPAs came to be.
Were they from India? Was it from India originally? It's called India Pale Ale.
So it was the British East India Trading Company. On their ships, they of course couldn't drink water because at that time water wasn't able to be safely drunk, so they drank beer. But the beer couldn't be preserved from the trip to India to Britain, so they discovered that if you load up the beer with hops in the brewing process, it actually preserves the beer longer, so it won't
smart.
spoil on the trips. So
Sounds
yeah,
why
they
it's India
just
Pale Ale.
make beer with a ton of hops.
East India Trading Company. So. I have a British
Yeah,
East India
so-
Company
so-
flag hanging up in my apartment.
Yeah, I know.
I went to the UK,
Yeah,
so I was able to get like a basic test done for free, and they basically tested me, and they're like, "Yeah, you have a mild allergy to hops. I think it's like my stomach produces an extra enzyme or something like that that just reacts with it weirdly. So like, if I drink really hoppy beer or kind of beer in general, it turns into like beer foam in my stomach."
I'm back.
So I just like spew all the time when I drink beer.
I mean, we shouldn't. If one of us leaves, we shouldn't invite a pestititan in here.
Okay, I'll leave.
Wait, who's leaving?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Okay.
Who's leaving?
Yeah, I'll
LSP
leave.
is leaving.
Good night, everyone.
Wait,
Night,
stay.
LSP. Wait.
It was us talking to you, LSP.
It's nice having you here. Hey, yo,
Nice having
LSP,
you.
would you be interested in coming on the season premiere of the Pigpen? It's a lot like more serious than this one, of course.
What are the topics and when is it?
Afghanistan. We're talking about Afghanistan.
Well, that's going to be one of the topics.
I've got a debate I have to get ready for Castley.
Oh shit! You're going on
debating
Castley.
Kevin?
You're going on
Why are you
Castley.
debating Kevin?
Because I think it was wrong to nuke Japan. So.
Oh my god. Okay, that's cringe. I hope
Well-
Kevin wins that one. I'm just kidding.
Really? You hope? I thought you hated Kevin. Kevin has harassed
Oh no, I hate
you.
Kevin, but I hate him with every fiber of my being. But the fact is that I think it was a justified nuking. So you know what? I have to side with Kevin on this one, and I've sided with Kevin before. I'll give Kevin credit where credit's due. I still think he's an asshole. I still think he's a contemptible, disgusting creature. But I'm going to give him credit when credit's due. When he's right, he's right.
Lion, you're a pigeon.
He's okay. I'm gonna actually. Hey, would you be in like? Last January, I ended up moderating MMI and Kevin. I'd be interested.
Don't
potentially
remind
in
us. That
moderating.
was a year ago, by the
Wait,
way.
I don't watch him. Do I need a moderator, or is he going to be like belligerent and just
Yeah.
at me the whole time?
Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, fuck. Then find a moderator.
No. So I can I can moderate. I've experienced moderating Kevin's streams.
Yeah,
I think Henry's going to moderate that debate. Henry's
hell, I
a
don't
pretty
even
good
care.
moderator.
I thought Henry hated. I thought Henry and Kevin
it's just
weren't
gonna
friends
be like
anymore.
talking to Kevin's like talking to Demon Mama or something, like where it's just like he's just gonna yell the whole time and insult me, and we're just never gonna make progress. And it's like, oh, okay.
I thought Henry and Kevin had a falling out, or am I thinking of someone else?
No, Henry's still friends with Kevin, and
Oh,
he
okay.
just said he'll do it in the stream. I think, for example, when that drama happened with Neocon Asuka and all the other guys over religion, over Kevin rocking purple right now for hashtag free Natalie.
that was funny. And
I think when
Natalie
that
left.
happened, I think Henry was
Natalie left
neutral, and
Twitter.
in fact, he was just sitting there eating popcorn as everyone was screaming at each other. I remember that stream. I remember that. It was fucking hilarious.
Didn't she leave Twitter at her own volition though?
Yeah, for a while.
She
No, I
got-
left it before the drama though. I left it, I believe, in like late 2019. Yeah, it's been a couple of years. Imagine having a Twitter. Can't be me.
You don't have a Twitter anymore?
No, it's a shithole. I would never go back. I will say this though. But yeah, you remember what stream I'm talking about, right? That Henry hosted, and all of them were just screaming at each other.
Yeah.
How fucked up do you think it was when Neocon Asuka said Kevin Castley's a bully because he was beaten by his junkie dad? You think that was going too far?
That was going too far. That's fucked up.
Jesus fuck, it's no holds barred in these types of things, huh?
How you spell poople?
Wait, what?
How you spell poople?
Pupil? Like your eye? P-U-P-I-L.
Poople. Dang it. I can't spell it. I can't say it.
Why can't you spell pupil?
All right, good night, guys.
All right, good night. Happy
All right,
New
good
Year.
Good night.
Anyone else waiting to get in, or?
Pessimistic Titan, are you still here? You can come in if you want.
He says you'll pass. I'm looking at the stream chat.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get Henry in here. I actually never.
Yeah,
spoke
but
to
was
him.
that Al Pass?
Hey,
in
Henry,
reference to
Henry,
him
you
going
can-
on the
Henry, wanna come in?
Politicon?
Yeah,
thing,
Henry,
or
you
was
should
it-
join up. I haven't talking to you. I haven't spoken to you before, but you seem like a cool dude, and I also like how you.
Alright.
Remember when I joined that stream with you, Politicrat, over election fraud, and I was arguing for restricting democracy, and I went on like a tangent about how we lost Vietnam because we had hippies ruining our democracy. And I remember Henry saying that I was great in that stream. So I appreciate the compliment, Henry. Henry, you have to check your Discord, I think. Oh, sorry, George. American Madhouse is going to join in a second.
Well, no, George already came. I don't think we have room for American Madhouse now.
Okay.
I'd already invited George, but he couldn't come until like right now. But if somebody else leaves, I'll definitely invite Henry.
Want to take one for the team, Kilhoon, or do you?
Well, you could send him the invite now, so he has it. You know.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah,
I don't.
send him the invite anyway.
Is he? Wait. What's his? I don't even.
I mean,
know
you can
his
bring.
Discord.
You can bring. You can kick me out and like let Henry on. Like, 'cause it seemed like more people want him on, and it's like I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So
Yeah, George. So wait, did you finally get liquor tonight?
yeah, but I didn't drink too much tonight. Just
I've just been drinking.
nursing.
I've been drinking very, very steadily. So like I'm not even drunk right now.
Yeah, I'm just nursing the Sierra Nevada right now.
A Sierra Nevada, like just the soft drink.
What the hell? What are you talking about? No, the beer, the pale ale.
Oh, I think of Sierra Mist. What am I doing?
Oh, hey, Politicrat, you finally have somebody that likes IPAs with you.
Yeah, send the link to Henry.
I don't even know if he's in my Discord server.
He is, I think.
Is he? Henry, you're in my Discord server?
I can send him the invite link.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Henry, you might want to log into Discord for just a second.
George, have you been having a lonely New Year's too?
Yeah, it doesn't feel lonely, but
I mean,
just hanging out in my cardboard box in my city.
Hey, you're the big man, George. So tell me, George,
I'm going
what
back to
was
my
what
card-
was it?
George, why do you have
Back to
such a
my
stupid
cardboard
name?
box in the city.
So, George, what was it like allowing Dick Cheney to dick ride you throughout the 8 years of your presidency?
What? Oh, is it? Oh, is this a George W. Bush joke?
Yeah,
that's hilarious because my profile picture. Anyway, well,
well,
love does a strange thing to man. Makes decision-making process very difficult. Part of the reason why I went into Iraq was because I was blinded by love
of democracy.
And democracy.
The love of democracy. No, but
also, contrary to Kanye, I do in fact care about black people. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah, that was.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up that clip. Hold on. He was with Mike Myers.
Yeah, Mike Myers just looked at him like, am I was this scripted? What are we doing, guys? He looks so weirded out.
Hold on.
Yeah, Henry, I sent you the link. Yep.
Is it blowing up in other people's neck of the woods? They're like fireworks and guns going off in my place.
My end. I'm not sure if anyone can hear that.
I think I can hear some explosions in the background from somebody.
Sounds like a war zone where I live.
That's probably where it's coming from. Yeah, I'm in
There have never been fireworks on New Year's where I live.
I'm in a place where there's only like 10 people per square mile, so pretty quiet.
The city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. You see a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give. And just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
And then it's cut because it's like so awkward. The timing is just so awkward.
No, it was for a split second. Mike Myers' face. Hold on.
What?
Juxtapose that with hold on.
What, Kanye in the MAGA hat or something?
Hold on. Juxtapose that with
people expect that if you're black, you have to be Democrat. I've had conversations that basically said that welfare is the reason why.
Jeez, I wonder what was that whole thing was with. I wonder what was the whole game with Kanye and Trump was at the end of the day.
I mean, Kanye discovers he's like Kanye. I just find it funny. He was talking about.
And then we got rid of the mental health institutes in the 80s and the 90s, and the prison rates just shot up. And now you have Chirac, what people call Chirac, which is actually our murder rate is going down by 20%.
I just find it funny. It's like suddenly Kanye West, like that was like an interesting plot twist. How Kanye turns out to be, he becomes a conservative.
He's not I mean, he is a pretty conservative guy, though.
I mean, isn't he like super Christian now too?
Yeah.
He converted to it though. He converted to it like a couple of years ago, I believe.
No, it's not a conversion. You can say it's more like a rebirth.
Born again.
He's a book. No, but aren't the Kardashians ortho?
They're
They claim
Armenian
to.
Catholics, but I highly doubt they're actually practicing.
You know, I love Hillary. I love everyone, right? Campaign, I'm with her. Just didn't
Oh, is Henry in the backstage?
No, he's not. I don't think.
Okay, I gave him the invite link.
Honestly, he is right about Hillary's "I'm with her." That was very arrogant, and I think Trump had like the best response to that. He's like, when he said, "I'm with her," how arrogant can you be? You know what? Fuck that. I'm with you. That was pretty epic, I thought.
I think the most parsimonious explanation for all this is the GOP trying to like poach black voters from the Democrats with expected results.
And it worked this time around. I mean, I know.
No, it did. Oh my! No, it did not.
I mean, no. I'm thinking of Hispanic. It was like 5% less of Hispanic. 5%. Let's see. I think that
you know,
it was for Hispanic. They had good Hispanic outreach this time around.
You know what else swung 5% in the other direction? It was I think it was like white men went 5% to Biden, and Trump got his salad tossed.
Yeah.
Very curious.
He traded. It's like It's like trade deal. 5% of white men in exchange for 5% Hispanics.
Yeah.
Like the trade deal,
in a monkey paw.
Like the trade deal meme, right?
In a monkey paw sort of way, 2020 proved the sailor strategy.
Oh, speaking of which, did you hear about the slaves in Georgia, guys?
Yes.
Like they were kept in asbestos-ridden trailers with poor sewage. That the trailer parks were surrounded by like electric fences. They had to pick onions and peaches, and for every bucket, they got 20 cents. And then one of the male guys, one of like the male Hispanic slaves, basically, was like butt fucked in the middle of a field by a foreman. And it's like from however first the 19th century chattel slavery.
Well,
like
actually,
it sounded even worse.
They were paid, weren't they?
Barely.
20
cents a bucket, dude. That's barbaric.
Oh, are you gonna do these like dumb, peanut brain wage slave takes?
No. I'm just saying 20 cents though. That's barely anything per bucket. Per onion makes sense. Maybe makes sense, but per bucket.
Also, their community was surrounded by an electric fence. These weren't exactly voluntary workers.
This was chattel slave. This was basically.
They weren't allowed to leave, which even in the most anarcho-capitalist society, even in holy Ancapistan itself, you are technically allowed to leave.
Yes. Unless, well, it depends. Sometimes people think you should voluntarily be able to sell yourself.
Hey, at least they're not as bad as the Arabs yet. When they start castrating the Hispanics, they'll be as bad as the Arabs.
What?
Yeah.
Right?
That's what the during the Arab slave trade. That's what they used to do to black
They
male
did that to the
slaves.
slaves.
It made them eunuchs.
Which also meant they would die out.
Well, that was the point.
To be fair, that's an old example. This is kind of a modern one. We should know better by now.
What do you mean by collective consciousness that doesn't exist? So, I don't have that faith in humanity.
Fair enough.
It's like, honestly, if we were to get rid of like the internet, all these history books or history documentaries and stuff, most people wouldn't honestly like know any better, and probably you'd see chattel slavery return in a couple generations.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, but what you're describing is a societal breakdown. Because if we lost that much knowledge, we would also lose the ability to operate most of our fucking shit.
I mean, did you know what would be great? We could all start our own great houses.
Yes. Well, I'm already part of an aristocratic house, but I can start a bigger one.
Yeah, no, I'll trace my lineage back to Atreus of Mycenae.
I already have 3 coats of arms I can pick between.
I probably do somewhere, or I'll just make my own.
Well, to be fair, only one that bears my actual last name, but...
We're probably going to like
Fun
pay.
fact, I am the descendant of a minor noble in the Holy Roman Empire, apparently.
Which region? I'm also, but in Bavaria.
Oh, no shit, same!
Hey, same here in Bavaria.
Although it was Bavaria, and then later they moved kind of like closer to Alsace-Lorraine.
Guys, we should all like reenact
measuring
we should all reenact warring houses with each other.
Yeah, dick measuring contest between noble houses.
My family on that
we
side
should all play.
immigrated around
No,
the
we should do like a.
1880s, so.
We should all do a round of like Europa fight. You have Europa, right, Kilhoon?
No, I don't, because I frankly don't want to sink too many hours into another game.
Do you at least have Stellaris?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have Europa, but I have Stellaris.
Dude, you have Europa. We played Europa together like 6 years ago.
What is Europa?
Europa Universalis.
Oh, that. Yeah. I, for some reason, thought you were referencing, like, the moon of Jupiter.
What?
No, Europa Universalis, the Paradox game.
What?
You know, Europa, the moon of, like...
Yeah, I know Europa, the moon of...
moon. Yeah, that's why because my brain instantly went to Stellaris when you said playing something.
But you have Stellaris, I know.
Yeah, I have Stellaris, and I have every DLC for Stellaris except for the fucking aquatic species pack, because I don't want to give more money to Paradox. They already have enough of mine.
I just wait for the sales. Unless it's a Hoi 4 DLC, then I want to play a Soviet Union. But
Oh no, I want that new DLC as well. I didn't get the one before that though. I didn't get that one.
You didn't get a. My God, they're all kind of blending together now. Like I'm trying to remember which one that was. Was it Man the Guns?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but no step back. I played Poland the other day. Habsburg monarchist playthrough. And that was actually pretty fun.
Ooh.
They have 4 different monarchist paths actually, so you actually get some variety.
My last playthrough is being a political bitch with Austria, and I took over half of Europe without declaring a single war.
How? Economic hegemony?
There are random events you can get, and if you play them very carefully, you end up in diplomatic unions with Poland, Lithuania, Spain. So you end up getting Aragon. You basically get all the territories they got historically, but way earlier.
What about Aragorn, son of Arathorn?
I want to actually I need to read those books.
I loved those when I was a kid. Some of my favorites.
Yeah, I watched the movies as a kid. I liked them, so I just need to read the books now. But it's hard to find the time.
We should on the Pigpen or on the Discord server at least.
But if you guys wanted to do a group game of either of those games, I'd be down. If we're doing Stellaris, I'll host, because if I host, y'all can play the DLC as well. So
are you talking about tonight?
Yeah, I'm up to start it at least.
I mean, we can do that. Go for another 30 minutes on here, and then so like the traditional 2-hour 40 mark.
Well, you can kick me out now, and then let Henry on.
Okay, yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, I think Henry's in the room.
Yeah, he is. All right, it was nice
Yep.
having you on, George.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hello, Henry.
Hey, tell me, when did you came out to your family?
Why are you being dicks to everyone, like every new person who comes on, Amir?
But it's a reasonable question to ask. When did you came out?
No, I thought you were going to ask, why do you have a dumb name?
Look, I'm just wondering, when did he came out? When did he came out the closet?
He's just gonna leave.
No, American Madhouse. Do you think American Madhouse is a bad name?
Come on,
America
Henry.
is a
Come on,
madhouse,
like,
though.
What's your story?
You were talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, he was talking to you. All right? He's asking when have you come out of the closet?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's calling you a homo.
So
Well, I realize that. I
Oh
wasn't
my
listening
fucking
to you guys.
God.
I was trying to struggle through to get here.
So
Because
like,
apparently you wanted to talk to me.
so I just wonder, like, when you came out the closet, like, come on, like,
When did I come out of the closet?
yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man. When did you come out of the closet, Amir?
Let's see. I came out of the
wow.
closet in 1997.
Oh, Jesus.
Out of your mom's closet?
No, the thing is, I came out the closet in 1997, but I didn't even exist in 1997.
Oh, that's right.
You
You're
didn't
20.
even existed. Wow.
God, I feel so old.
English.
So,
I was born in
getting on about
2000.
Amir. What's your deal here?
What's my deal?
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, bro?
Am I the only one who was born before 1997 here?
So
I was too.
Well, my deal
Okay,
is
good.
I'm just having a bit of fun.
Oh, are you? I can see your squinty eyes. You look high as fuck.
Dude,
That's what he
Volt.
is. I
That's just
figured
Volt
he
in
was-
general. Volt is always seems high.
Volt,
He always seems like he
Volt is
smokes.
totally
Damn.
stoned right now.
Damn,
It always
this
sounds
mad
like he
lad
smoked
got no
something.
fucking chill, huh?
Dude, strange seconds. Are you stoned?
Oh, no
tonight?
chill.
Wait, I do have
Yeah,
chill. You don't
so
think I'm
what's
being
up,
chill
Amir?
right now?
What's up, Amir?
So,
Tell us about yourself. Tell us about coming out of the closet, Amir.
So the thing is about coming out the closet.
What'd you come out as?
So I came out
As a woman?
No.
A gay man? A gay man? A cuck? What'd you come out of the closet
Like
as?
Jack
Amir?
Murphy. He's like Jack Murphy.
My question is,
Yeah, what's up, Amir?
why
Please
would
tell
any-
us your story, Amir. What is this?
So why would
You came out in
anyone?
1997. That was a little while ago.
So my question is, why would anyone would voluntarily be a woman?
Voluntarily be a woman. Jesus, you are high. My God. What have you guys brought me into? I come in here. You've got this high man.
Black.
Apparently, I don't know if he's a man or not.
We got a
Can't
fascist
assume his
corporatist
gender
in denial.
quite yet.
We got a woke
Yep.
corporatist.
Wait.
Don't know quite
Oh,
yet.
God, don't get
we've got,
started
you
on
know,
that.
like this whole stream has been a mess from what I've seen. It was kind of a hilarious
You
thing
got
to
a
watch.
Catholic fundamentalist. You got whatever the fuck I am.
So wait.
Catholic
Explain how my
Am I the
views
only
relate to
normal one here?
corporatism.
Oh, I'm the
Dude, no,
normal
you're
one.
not.
I
I
was
know
the one
you're
in the
talking to
chat. I
someone
was the
who's
one in the chat
educated in
laughing at you
economics,
people,
so
laughing at you people spurging out and going on about your weird political ideologies.
I didn't even say anything
What
about
the
trying to
fuck
get
do
it
you
back
think
on
this
topic.
is?
Listen. Politicrat. A lot of the time, you just like promote Oswald Spengler's decline of the West. Like you'll mention it randomly. You're not a normal person either. Don't
No, I'm
pretend
not.
you're normal when you openly parade Oswald Spengler like he's a god.
Oh, none
He
of us
is
are
a god,
fucking
though.
normal. This is just where I go to intellectually masturbate. You think I fucking actually
Yeah,
act like
with
this in real life?
your Italian corporatism.
This is where you come for intellectualism.
Well, yeah, that's what that's
You're,
what fucking debates are and shit like that.
This
And
is
not
where you come-
intellectual,
This is
really.
where you come
but...
to be intellectual. That's sad.
Well, not intellectual.
Okay, this
you
is
know
my
what I
stream,
mean.
and I admit that is very sad. Go to school.
Yeah, maybe I'm a boomer. You know, there's these things called books.
So
You can go there.
wait. You are
Be
telling
like,
me.
just be like me and read 2 books a week. So
Henry.
Clearly,
Henry.
some
what's
people
up?
read
What's
far,
up,
far
closeted
too
gay man?
much into
What do you
jokes.
have to say, Amir? What's
So-
up? Oh, you're out of the closet. Sorry. My bad.
So, the thing is, I am a man.
Okay.
That I am
Are you
a
on
man.
acid? What is this? Jesus Christ.
So I am a man. This is a man's world.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This
Gotta
guy's
go on.
Real
he's
men
drunk,
can
isn't
take
he? Is he?
dick.
Do you guys know this guy?
I've been
Oh, I
friends
have
with.
no
Well,
clue.
listen, I've been friends with Volt or Amir since 2016. I've known him for quite a while.
Well, I have no clue who most of you guys are. I mean,
I don't know any of you. Well, I kind of know Politicrat.
I've known Politicrat since I was in fucking 7th grade. So
I think I talked to Politicrat one time, but I don't remember.
We've been on Kevin's streams together.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, because I know I've seen you, and you moderated Kevin's debates. No, I have talked to you, because you moderated one of Kevin's debates, and people were all screaming in the chat that they wanted me to moderate.
Because they knew you would allow blood sports.
Because I was so much better. Because I was
No, because the thing is,
I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people.
Henry, when you moderate, it's not even a debate; it's a bloodbath.
Henry, you remember me, right?
He
watched the
doesn't
stream-
moderate. He watches. I
Yeah, he watches. I was trying to do an Oxford-style debate. Like
You were doing like a serious, but that's not. It was a YouTube debate, man.
Well, I was asking.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm just a boomer, but like I was asked to moderate a debate, and so I was like, okay, I hear debate, I hear like Oxford rules.
That's how I would host debates, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, like I get that. I get that format, and I've seen it, and I like it if it like serious, some intellectual debate or something. But
it was MMI versus Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are
No,
you?
at this point, no debate's fucking serious or intellectual. It's all just
Honestly,
fucking
well, no,
media
they are.
spectacle.
When it's like serious people.
I take again.
It's a media spectacle.
No, again, I take
It's
LSP.
a
I
new
wish
way
LSP
of doing
was.
MMA, but instead of fighting, it's nerds.
I wish
That's really what it is.
I wish LSP were still here because he and I both agree it's kind of pointless to do political debates these days. If you argue,
I agree with that.
No, if you
entirely.
argue based on empirical evidence, debates are only worth it these days if you do it based upon like a priori.
Well, no. Listen. The reason you'd still want to do debates is not because you're trying to convince your opponent that he's wrong. Your goal is to convince the audience that your opponent's position is weaker than yours. So it is
Exactly. So it doesn't
He's
matter.
exactly
the
right.
strength of the
I think he's
argument,
exactly
it
right.
matters the
If you read,
strength of the arguer.
I think it's is it Schopenhauer? I don't remember. I'm being too intellectual now.
Schopenhauer.
Schopenhauer. If you listen, it's on YouTube for free. The Art of Controversy, and listen to what he says about it. It doesn't even matter if you think you're right in the debate. That's not even the point because the other guy might not either. It's about convincing the audience.
And not only that, but you also have to appear strong. Because remember how back in the 1990s, George H.W. Bush was like crushing debates, but because he checked his watch during one of the debates, it basically helped Bill Clinton win votes because people thought that Bush didn't take his position seriously.
Yeah,
like remember that?
It's definitely about convincing the audience, or at least like from my perspective, I like to see it because I think it's entertaining. I like to watch the internet debates.
So no, that's why I
personally.
watch any of the ones I watch.
So Henry, you are not an intellectual, correct?
No.
I don't think any of us
listen,
are
you can't be a John Delaney fanboy and be an intellectual.
So
strange seconds. You called me an intellectual like 2 hours ago.
No, I was saying you come off as one.
So
intellectual.
Right.
If anyone here was an intellectual, you wouldn't be in this stream. You
So-
would be doing.
No,
you'd be
yeah,
like writing a paper or some shit. Like,
I was doing that earlier for fun.
Come on now.
So
Come on
Verb,
now.
what's to come? You are.
You wouldn't be associating with degenerates like this.
Who are you calling the degenerate? You're the degenerate here.
Hey, well, I didn't
You,
name a
Amir.
name, man. Threw a
Wait,
stone.
Henry.
You throw a stone to a pack of dogs. The one that barks is the
Yeah,
one that
whatever
got hit.
happened to your original like Empire channel? Because you used to have a channel
Actually,
called like
fair enough. Henry's kind of got you on that one.
You-
You're the only one who responded in the fence.
Has anyone noticed that the map of Westeros looks like an old woman?
Oh my god, this is like the third day you've gone about it. Asking that question.
Yeah, Henry, whatever happened to your old channel? You used to have a channel called Empire something, and it had
Oh, yeah.
videos of like John Delaney.
Yeah, I think I might have done one on him. I've had a lot of channels, man. I usually have them for a while and then I delete them.
Hopefully you don't delete yours, because
What?
your video, at least make an archive of the videos you have on your channel, because some that's golden. Like, you should preserve the drama stream, because that drama stream where I'm sorry, I know I said it earlier, but I can't help but laugh every time I hear Kevin saying, "I'm rocking purple right now for #free Natalie." It's
Yeah,
like
that's
in his
one of the most
serious tone of
popular
voice.
videos I've had.
well,
It's
what
a
I'll
work of
ask.
art that I put together in like 5 minutes. And
Well, here's what I'll ask: are you proud of how many of your videos from your past channels are you proud of? Because the ones you're proud of, you should keep and turn into a portfolio.
I'm
that
not
you can
like
potentially
proud of
show
any. I
people.
don't do YouTube. I like, to me, man. It's like playing video games. It's not really.
It's a hobby. I
Yeah.
feel you there.
Oh, no,
But no,
yeah.
I mean,
No, it's not a
I
hobby,
do
it's a way
save.
of life.
No,
You don't
I
understand.
actually do save them on my computer. Some videos.
You should re-upload some of them, to be honest. I liked some of your old videos.
I mean, my art was like a hobby for a while. Eventually, though, turns out being a decent artist means I'm also a decent designer. And now I do design for part of my job.
Strange. The problem, though, is if you want to make money as a streamer, which is what Henry primarily does these days, you have to basically
streaming,
you have to become
not just video
no.
making?
You have to become like a libertarian socialist. You have
Well,
to
I've
emulate
never
Destiny
wanted
and
to make
Vox.
money on any of this shit.
I wasn't saying that. I was
I have
saying
no
if you
interest
have
in making money
pieces-
on YouTube.
No, I was saying if you have pieces of video editing, you could go and work for a real fucking production company as a professional editor.
I mean, I couldn't.
It
Well, no, I actually, I wouldn't want to.
It's a cushy six-figure job.
I don't know. I just make videos because I like them. They're fun, and I share them with my friends.
I mean, I did it for the government for a bit. It's like a fucking, as an intern, admittedly, but it's a fucking brain dead job.
Let's talk about corporatism. Just kidding. Henry, will you be joining us on the Afghan panel? Because you seem to be heavily invested in foreign policy discussions, and I imagine you were opposed to pulling out.
Oh yeah, it was. I did a video on that. I was actually in Afghanistan, but no, I don't know what.
Wait,
I don't know anything about that panel.
you were in the military?
Yeah, I was in the army.
Oh shit!
MOS.
Oh, when did you serve?
In 2012. Well, between I was deployed in 2012.
How long was your deployment?
Kilhoun, you know, Kilhoun here is currently active.
Kill what?
Kilhoun, he's in the
hey.
military as we speak. And you
I'm
should
an
know
engineer,
that
so-
while he's in the military, he can't criticize our Lord and Savior Joe Biden, because you can't criticize the president while he's in the military.
He's criticized.
Really?
Dude, you criticize Joe Biden all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I know, but he's in the military, so he can get a dishonorable discharge.
I don't know. Like, there's people. I don't know if they did it publicly.
Dude,
but when
we
I was in
pulled
there,
out of
people that
Afghanistan.
talked.
Like, honestly,
No,
we
the
pulled-
truth is the only way
we
he could
pulled
get
out of
caught is if he went
Afghanistan
on
and fucked that
stream.
up. Like, I mean, I
It's
think
like-
Joe Biden is worthy of objective criticism.
I mean, look, if you were dumb enough to go on stream and like, hello, my name is position, first name, last name,
Here's
army
my unit,
identification,
here's my
unit
UID.
number, blah blah blah. Here's my ID number. Fuck Joe Biden. Yeah, you'd probably get busted. But
yeah, maybe. I
Let's
never
go,
ran into
Brandon.
that.
Brandon.
I knew, like, everyone when I was in, they hated, like, not everyone, but a lot of people hated Obama and talked trash about him. I don't know if they did it publicly or not.
Well, the truth is as the army won't
Like,
persecute
are they gonna
you as
notice,
long as
like,
they
you
have
know, there's some, like-
plausible deniability, because technically the army could go, hey, is that a soldier who just criticized? And they could just go, that
So do you
person's
actually want a
lying. They're
personal
not a
story of
soldier."
what happened to me when I was in my AIT? One motherfucker made a TikTok, and a sergeant, not even part of my AIT company, saw it, knew one of the drill sergeants in my AIT company, and we all got smoked for it. So yes, you can be found out pretty easily because.
Well, you just got smoked, though, right?
I mean, yeah,
Well, you mean
we
collective
did, but
punishment, right? Collective punishment.
well, yeah,
It was like they
and
made
they
you do
did.
push-ups. I
It
mean,
was smoking, but you know, like I could expect in out of training situation, it'd actually probably be a discharge if it was serious enough.
So if they found out about this stream, you'd get discharged.
Probably not, because what have I said about our Lord and Savior Joe Biden?
You've never said
yada,
anything
yada.
about Joe Biden on streams. So.
Oh, I brought
No,
that
and
up.
that's the thing. It's just you're not allowed to publicly do it.
So I actually
I mean,
pity
we've
the
pri-
man.
I mean,
if that's
he's
what I was
I mean,
saying.
you've privately talked shit about Biden in like the Pigpen private chat, but
So I pity Biden actually because he's an old
pity the
man with
fool?
Alzheimer's that's being used as a puppet. And if I was
You're
that
just
man,
saying that
I
because
would
he's a
hate myself.
Catholic and you have solidarity with him.
No, actually, I hope he goes to confession before he dies. But
I mean, he has. I mean, Ray. I mean, he's like
I'm
second term
joking,
Reagan.
obviously.
Oh, wasn't he barred from confession? Wasn't that like a thing?
no,
No, he's
communion.
barred-
He was barred from communion
was barred.
because he's in a state of mortal sin and he
So
can't
they
receive
like,
communion.
but he can still go to confession.
Well, yeah, confession is how you absolve your.
Oh,
And
I
then,
see.
then you can go to communion again.
But that's also like if he still continues to support, like, say, abortion and stuff, like that's still indirectly supporting murder, so that's still mortal
Honestly,
sin.
so many
So
more.
wait. Do you think John F. Okay, so do you think that's why John F. Kennedy was pro-life? Because
Yes,
of his
because
religious.
he was a fucking Roman Catholic.
Yes, he was.
I thought this Pope was supposed to be like woke or something.
No. I mean,
no, he's
people
not.
accuse him of being of liberation theology, which
No,
is
dude.
cringe,
I
by
mean,
the way.
I mean, he's a leftist, but not necessarily. So
No, he's not even a
And-
leftist. He
Well,
just
he
has
isn't.
an
He's like
amazing PR
pro gay
guy.
marriage, right?
No, you
No,
have to
you wanna
understand how
know
the
why?
Catholic Church
No,
operates.
he has
So
an
how the
amazing
church
PR
operates-
What
guy,
he
and
said
I'll
was
tell you
what
why.
he said was as a matter of policy, civil unions. He said civil unions are fine as a matter of policy, but not like actually like.
Oh, okay.
moral.
So they're not marriages. Marriages recognized by the church.
No,
So
as
he,
I
no,
said,
yes,
what
he said,
it
no,
is
he said
is
he was talking about
essentially-
policy. He wasn't talking about.
Hey, Henry, do you stand by the statement that Strange Second sounds like a cunt?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't give a fuck.
I
But,
said,
I was
well, no.
gonna say Pope
I
Francis
said
has a
I said
good
an
PR
obnoxious
agent.
cunt is what I had said.
Hey,
Yo,
Henry,
are you down, Henry? Are you down to play Stellaris with us after this?
Play what?
Yeah, I can't wait for this obnoxious cunt to kick all your asses in Stellaris.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a geopolitics game, but it's set in space.
Oh my god.
Hey, Henry, quick, what was your MOS?
I was infantry.
Oh.
11 Bravo. I was airborne.
Okay, I'm a engineer. Things go boom, and then I take a dozer to it and make it
Oh
fly
yeah,
again.
I know. We had engineers. We used them. They were. It depended. It kind of varied a lot, but we had some that were basically we'd send them out to like go check out like we'd be like in some area and we like, oh, go up there and see if that's a bomb. And they'd
Henry,
poke around with
did
like
you
a
shoot
knife
anybody?
or I don't know what they did. I was doing other things, but like they would go up front and like check to
Isn't
see if
there
there were
like a
IEDs.
military film about that? What's it? The bomb disposal class. They wear like
No,
a
it's the
massive
Hurt
bomb.
Locker.
EOD is what you call EOD once you have a bomb. I mean that's.
I mean,
Oh, okay. I'm not
12 boom
familiar with
booms.
it.
I mean, we just put C4 on top of it.
Oh yeah, we did that. We've shot him with grenades and
Hey,
stuff.
do you remember that one? Do you remember that one dumb country song? I heard you say "boom boom." There's this dumb country song called "You Make My Man Speakers Go Boom Boom."
I don't remember that. Oh, I do have to ask though. So, remember when we did that stream about like voting restrictions and whatnot?
Yes, back in March.
Yeah, back in March. Henry, you actually liked my rant about how like we lost the Vietnam War because cowardly hippies voted against it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
seemed to
don't
like
know.
that.
Maybe I.
Vietnam was a war we were destined to lose, just like fucking Afghanistan. The difference is we pulled out sooner. In Afghanistan, we just stuck
pulled
around
out before
for
we
like
could plant
20
a baby.
years.
We pulled out, man. We didn't use protection.
We pulled out before we could invest like $1 trillion.
Still,
No,
that
in my
wouldn't have
opinion,
done anything though.
I
Like
think
literally,
one thing
Afghanistan
we
was
should
going
have
to still stay
done.
the same.
I don't know if any of you would agree with me, but I think one thing we should have definitely done in Afghanistan is we should have invested heavily in their industrial development, because one of the reasons why they remain so conservative, which helped the Taliban regain control, because the average peasant in Afghanistan agrees with a lot of the Taliban's moral positions, you need an industrial revolution in semi-feudal societies like that.
Wait.
Well, what do you think China's doing now?
Oh my god.
That's exactly the deal. That's the exact deal that the Taliban government made with China. That's why it turns out Afghanistan has a fuck ton of rare earth metals.
Yeah, which is why we needed to stay there. But one reason we needed to stay there, but we should have invested in their economy so they would advance to a certain degree.
Just invest in the economy, it will solve everything.
More regressive elements of their society would have eventually fallen. Because
So-
agrarian societies are more conservative. This is demonstrable.
Could you imagine how long that would take? I
Yes,
mean, like, how long
Look,
did the
I think
Industrial
the
Revolution
truth is
in
you
England
just
take?
shouldn't have gone in the first place.
And even then,
I don't
like,
know. So, I mean,
when
Joseph
did,
Stalin industrialized the Soviet Union in less than a decade. Why couldn't we do that in Afghanistan?
I mean, we inspired Taliban, and
killing
now
millions of peasants would
Taliban's
be pretty
foreign
base,
policy
actually.
strategy. Now, Pakistan's foreign policy strategy is literally just, we don't like you.
Stalin
We're
only
going to
killed
fund a
critics of the
terrorist
government. He didn't just
organization
kill
and take you
peasants for the
out.
sake of killing peasants.
So anyway,
I'm obviously joking, by the way.
this is ridiculous. I mean, also, like, industrialization and, like, liberalism. I mean, the UK was still fairly conservative up until, like, what, the 60s? Like every other Western country. And that's, like, the most generous example. Turkey's industrialized and, still, like, put hoses on, like, gay protesters. So, I don't know. I mean, if you want to give the Taliban, like, factories, what could possibly go wrong with that?
No, the truth is that we should have just let this been the Soviets' failure and not our failure. We should have just not done
It was their
anything.
failure because we fucking
because the
backed
truth
the
is,
Mujahideen.
the Soviets would have lost as well. They would have lost anyway. It's not like winning in Afghanistan would have saved the Soviet Union. It would have still fallen apart. It's like it still would have. It still basically would have gone away, and it would have been their loss that Afghanistan went to shit. Instead, we're responsible for it because we decided to intervene.
So
It's
hot
on us.
take.
It's
hot
like
take
9/11
here.
never
What
happened,
was the
right?
successful government before?
We didn't go into Afghanistan at first because of fucking 9/11.
Yes, we did.
fucking did. Now you're
What on
Yes,
earth?
we did.
Holy
Jesus
What on
Christ.
earth are you
Bush?
talking about, dude? Why? No, wait.
Bush?
Why? Tell us, Strange,
Oh my
please,
God, the
God.
first
Why?
Bush.
Why did we go into
Fuck.
Afghanistan? Please, God, please tell us.
Give me a sec.
Tell us, please.
So, anybody want to hear a
Hello,
hot take about
culprits.
I
Afghanistan?
wanna
I
hear
really
this.
believe we did go in Afghanistan in response to Al Qaeda bombing the World Trade Center.
No, I'm talking about the proxy war we started with them 20 fucking years earlier.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear. I want to hear the real.
Or do you guys not know? Or do you guys not know about all the guns we gave to Pakistan?
Yeah, we gave weapons to Pakistan.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
awesome, actually.
I call that fighting a proxy war.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
proxy
we
war
did.
against the Soviet
We
Union.
did do that, but
That's what I
Please, God,
consider the
Strange.
start of it.
Excuse me.
It's not like
Strange,
we
what?
stopped sending weapons until we invaded. We kept
it
sending
kind of
weapons.
is exactly like that
No,
almost.
we
This
kept
is
sending
becoming an
weapons.
Afghanistan
We just sent
stream,
them to
guys.
different sections of the Middle East. that
Okay, hopefully
continued
the
to do same
actual
fucking
Afghanistan
thing.
stream is moderated because we need to reinforce talking one at a time.
Yes, the
Okay.
real
Reinforce
Afghanistan
that.
stream will be
So-
moderated.
So, quick
Because
hot
this isn't
take.
moderated.
Quick hot take. What was a successful government before the Soviet invasion? Oh, right, the Kingdom of Afghanistan. We should have just restored the monarchy
I
and
don't
gotten
oppose
out.
monarchy. I don't necessarily oppose monarchy.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying we could have gotten out in 2002 if we would have restored the monarchy there.
Dude, you guys are so weird. I'm weird too.
No, I
You
mean,
guys are weird.
I'm gonna have to be
Jesus
honest. I
fucking
don't think
Christ.
countries like Afghanistan and Iraq were ready for democracy. I mean, people
They
think democracy.
weren't. Democracy doesn't work in like from a cultural perspective.
Well,
No,
it's not an authentic expression of the cultural.
No,
soul.
the
If you
truth
want a
is if they
democracy, you
developed
need
it-
to
if-
meet Jesus fucking Christ, we need to moderate this shit. If you want a democracy, you need to fulfill certain material conditions. I hate to sound like a Marxist here, but in order for you to have a democracy, you need certain material conditions fulfilled.
Yes,
Otherwise, it's
you
going to
need to be a
collapse
first
in on
world country.
itself.
Counterpoint to okay,
democracy
wait,
doesn't
wait,
work in a
wait,
developed.
wait.
You have to be a developed country to be a democracy.
No, you
The
don't.
other thing I would argue,
Democracy only works in developed countries.
No, you
That is
no.
a fact.
No, Politicrat. The
Explain
problem with
Greece.
Iraq was that it was ethnically
Explain
divided.
Rome. Explain Greece. Explain Rome.
I would argue
England right
let me
before.
just say this much. I would
because
argue
England right
democracy-
before.
I mean, what about Iraq? Isn't
Shut the
Iraq
fuck up,
doing-
democracy
everybody.
doesn't work
Shut the
well.
fuck up, everybody. Okay. We are going to have a separate Afghanistan stream.
No, this is interesting.
I'm going to resubscribe to StreamYard so I can bring like 10 of us on here. But I'm going to mute everybody unless it's their turn to talk. That's how we're going to do that. And Rusticum, I'm sorry, but I might have to bring Kevin Castley onto that stream.
As long as he doesn't try to bring up like old drama, I can probably tolerate his existence.
No, let him bring up old drama. That sounds based. Derail the stream. Make it entertaining. Oh, actually, I think
Yeah,
we would have
Politicrat. As long
worked
as
in
you kick him, if
Afghanistan
he
if we
tries
were
to bring up like old
industrialized.
shit, like if he tries, like Politicrat. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
I
each other?
thought
Jesus.
the
If, like, if he
debate
tries
was
to bring up
about
old
being
shit,
as
like, you should kick him.
entertaining as possible.
Yeah, let him bring up old drama.
Yeah, I
That's
agree
gonna
with that.
make it entertaining.
Rusticum.
I'd love to hear your old drama.
Rusticum, so I will do that, but it has to go both ways. So
Yeah, I
have
won't
to-
bring up old shit either.
If you just so happen to, that means I'm kicking you too. Just let you know.
Yeah, I won't do that either. I will pretend I never interacted with him in the past.
Oh, incredibly lame. What the fur fly?
George, are you coming on the stream? On
Yeah,
Afghanistan?
sure. Why not? Yeah, sure. Why not? All
Yeah, I
actually,
hope
I have a
Ray
book.
joins.
I have a book. I have the Afghanistan Papers book, so I'll
I
try to
hope
like, read
Ray
it
joins,
beforehand.
because,
Oh, you're not going to peg one of your alt-right books again?
Is the Afghanistan Papers an alt-right book? I mean, it's basically a laundry list of like all the boondoggles, fuck ups, and corruption there. So I might just like read the Hanania thread too.
The Turner Diaries.
No,
The Kalergi, the Kalergi plan. Bring that up.
All right. So you're going to go for another 5 minutes, then we're going to call it quits. Let's end with everybody talking about if anyone has any New Year's resolutions. I'm going to say mine. Let's see. God, shit, I just had one. Well, I want to start making more consistent uploads again. That's one of them. Another one, might try to quit smoking.
That's actually mine.
I want to get under 200 pounds because I'm currently like 212 maybe, and I need to lose weight. And let's see. I mean, that's. I think those are pretty good goals. I also want to. Yeah, that's all that. Yeah, that's all I feel comfortable saying. So anyway, Strange Seconds.
Mine's the same as one of yours. I wanna quit vaping, so nicotine's not too good. So I'm gonna try and quit.
Rusticum. Rusticum.
Huh? Wait, what?
New Year's resolution.
Yeah. What was the question?
New Year's resolution. What is your New Year's resolution?
No, I was thinking. I haven't really thought of any.
Okay.
I'll get back,
Henry?
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll quit shit posting so much.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I love Henry. He's funny. All right, George.
My New Year's resolution is
You're
to
going to come on another bar crawl with the Politicrat in 2 weeks.
That actually is going to happen. My New Year's resolution is to get a goth girlfriend with a 16 body mass index and with fishnets and choker. Also, going to add something else to it: daddy issues. What could possibly go wrong here?
Oh boy. Last but not least, the man, the myth, the not so much legend, Darth Kilhoun.
So, first, I need to slay some more Jedi next year. Two.
I thought you were going to say you need to slay some more puss.
No, I'm a devout Catholic. What are you talking about? Also, it is a New Year's resolution to get married at some point this year or next year, hopefully. Finish writing my book, read more books too.
That's a good resolution.
That is a very good resolution. It's my favorite out of all you filthy animals. Except for George. George's resolution to come on a bar crawl with me was pretty good.
And to basically get a unicorn.
What is this, Blade Runner?
Don't remember any quotes from that movie to like do a witty comeback, but
no.
Yeah,
I remember like tears in the rain.
Time to die.
Oh, you guys must be referencing something different. Anytime I hear unicorn, I just think three-way.
No.
What?
We're
What?
referencing.
Oh my fucking god! What is wrong with you?
My god!
We're referencing
But you guys
Blade
don't
Runner.
know?
I don't think we want to know, actually.
I have no idea. I would maybe try.
If you ever see a girl with a unicorn emoji in her profile on Tinder, it means she wants to be a third.
What? That's news to me. Thanks for the information.
No, yeah, that's why I was kind of confused at first. Like when he said I want a unicorn, I was like, you want to share?
I think he meant something rare and hard
Maybe
to
he
find.
just maybe the girl just likes unicorns. Have you ever considered that?
I don't know. It's going on the threat card for easy identification in the future.
Let's just say I've had personal experience. I've learned this from experience.
God. Please, God, tell us.
Okay. Anyway, on that note, happy
Black-pilled again.
What? Black-pilled?
Yes. He's
Happy
going to tell
New
us
Year,
his,
everyone.
he's going to tell us his cuck story, but it's
I
going to close
wanna
the
hear
stream.
it.
Okay, actually, okay, we can
No,
end with your cuck
it
story.
never got further than a conversation. But believe it or not, I know how to say no.
I don't believe it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not fucking desperate. I had my fuckboy period. I don't feel the need to really go back.
Oh yeah. Tell us more.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Did you get very far?
All right.
Yeah,
No.
Happy New Year, guys.
All right, everybody.
Happy New
Merry
Year.
Happy
Chudsmas.
New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
Are we doing that Stellaris game?
Yes.
Where should we meet if we're doing it?
We haven't even ended the stream yet. Happy New Year.
Yeah, I know.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Discord
Man,
server,
we're
let's
just
go.
I'm gonna die. Ugh. I can't believe you're a real person, Strange.
Oh, kindness yet for old lang syne. Old lang, and we'll tak recht get well we walk. And there's a hand my trusty feet.
Anyway.
Yeah, you just feel the need for this to awkwardly play on, or?
And we'll
I don't know. But yeah, no. Anyway, so this was the New Year's stream. It was a shit show, but I had fun.
I enjoyed it.
It was I mean, that's usually how these go. Like the best ones are the midnight streams, which are basically New Year's streams, but it's not even New Year's, it's just like an excuse.
We'll talk a cup.
So wait, you guys, Strange Seconds, you've been on a whatchamacallit? You've been on a midnight stream, right?
Yeah, I'm on more of your less serious streams. I don't go on your debate streams and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you came on the one where we shat on Jesse Lee Peterson.
We'll
Anyway.
What was that? Something like that.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. And tune into the season premiere of the Political Pigpen sometime within the next week.
Hopefully.